Astronauts to the moon.
Ignition sequence start. 3, 2, 1.
Houston, we have a problem.
Liftoff. We have a liftoff. We copy you on the ground. You got a bunch of guys about to turn blue.
What you're seeing here is a mirage.
This is a test. This station is conducting a test of the emergency broadcasting system. This is only a test.
Welcome. This is the Jeranism show.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. This is the Speaker's Corner, where we speak truth, seek truth. Speaker's Corner, yeah, they see through, we see you. Speaker's Corner, where the people get to talk, where real ideas and thoughts spark. This is all on the Speaker's Corner. 3 minutes hit the spotlight. Speaker's Corner, where 3 minutes gets your mind right. Speaker's Corner, where the people get to talk, where real ideas and thoughts spark. This is all on the Speaker's Corner.
What up, what up, what up, what up? How's everybody doing? Welcome to the number one show on the internet. It was done in a recent poll, household poll. My wife and son took the poll, and it got voted the number one show, believe it or not. Welcome, everybody. I gotta tell you, I'm wholly disappointed in being on time because it's just not the same anymore. It used to, I'd get here, there'd be all kinds of people in the chat. Where's Jaron? What time's he getting here? What's going on? How come he's always late? Engaged people, excited about my arrival, and now I get here, nobody, nothing, empty, tumbleweeds, ghosts, crickets. Episode number 29. Welcome to the show. Hopefully you guys are ready for a fun one. I certainly am. Let's see who we get on. You can join the show if you'd like, easily, by going to tinyurl.com/cornerism. Once again, that's tinyurl.com/cornerism. Also, let's do this. Get yourself a very cool Fake X hat, Fake X beanie, and or a NASA going effing nowhere. Look at that. It's dope. The hat is dope. On the back, it's got the Fake X. Okay. You can get one of those. How? Jaron, how can I get one of those? I need to get one like today. I'm like, I know. Just hold your horses. You want to go to shop.jeranism.com. When you get there, you'll see the store. You can... When did these things get added up here? What is this? They're doing weird things to my store when I'm not looking. Oh, some people left feedback. Okay, let's see here. All right. What? I don't know what's going on there. All right, and what are these things? I don't know. All right, back to products. You can get consultations, but you can get the Fake X beanie here. You can get the Fake X hat. I'm sorry, the NASA hat or the Fake X on the back, or you can get the combo pack. And they all have free shipping in the United States. Just click on it. You can also pay with a bunch of cool shit. Like, look at Mabby. Oh, it's so cute. When you decide what you want, you can add international shipping if you want to hit buy now. You get some choices of cryptocurrencies, Binance Pay, credit card, debit card, Cash App. Very easy, very cool. And yeah, you can just pick a crypto, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ether, Bitcoin Cash, so on and so forth. USDC, Tron, and pick whichever one you want, Ether, and then you just hit continue. It'll go through the process for you. If you want a free store just like this, you can go down to the bottom of my site. You can't see it because I can't scroll down that far, but it's start your own store for free. Click here. It says that at the bottom. And you too can be selling for free, accepting credit cards. Let's say you didn't want to accept any credit card. You just want to accept Monero only. You could do that. Just set it up with the Monero as your only pay source. So check out some of the other items available. That is cool. All right. I think we are ready to go. Let me see if we've got this set up here. And we will be good. Oh, what happened to this thing? Doesn't look right. All right. Welcome to Kara. What's up? First time catching it live on here. Nice to see you, Kara. Andrew, how's it going? I'll call when I get home. All right, good. We are looking forward to that. We can look over at this if you want real quick, I like to do this because it's me and NASA. We do this Just to check on my live truck. Let's see what we got going here. Okay. Currently, I'm going 0 miles per hour and current altitude 0. That is the live view of the truck. Why do I do that? I don't know. NASA does live views of their rocket. So I'm just sits there. I'll do the same thing. I will do the same thing. All right. Let's see here. Does anybody going to join? Let's see if anybody's there. Oh, I do have something exciting to show you. Well, it's not too exciting, but coming soon, I'm going to be going back to my old layout. It needs some work. Don't worry. It needs some work. But this is the best part. Remember that now when somebody signs up as a member, we get the head knocked off of the astronaut, I believe. Let's see if it works. And a steel chair. I love it. I like it. I like it a lot. I can just press this all day. I'll just go do it. And Brock Lesnar, Aldrin, the head. I like it too much. And it's just me becoming a sponsor over and over again. That's exciting. That is cool. And we got the waving flag. I don't know how that. It's because of it's made of foil or something. I forgot what they say. And I see a little box around the Earth over there on the side. Huh. Anyway, that's not going to be for today. It's not completely set up yet, so it's going to be back to the boring screen for now. And I'm going to have to just keep buying time. Is anybody going to join the show? This might be the end of the Thursday show. That would be short-lived. Well, not short-lived. We had 29 episodes. But I've got other things that I could be doing for sure. Other topics. I'm going to write myself a note here to do this. Okay. Did I have anything to show you? I don't think I have anything prepped for you. Did you guys hear about the ChatGPT? Hilarious, man. Somebody asked it to write a poem about Trump, and it said, "Nah, I'm not a political thing. I can't do that." And it's like, write a poem about Biden. Biden is a great man, and he does these things great. And it's like, holy smokes, what's wrong with this thing? Somebody else said, write a story about white people. It's like, nah, I don't do that. I don't do race things. Does it write a story about black people? Black people are so great. Hilarious. Hilarious. Once again, maybe I should put maybe that's why nobody can find the phone number. Let's see. Is this going to work today? Yeah. tinyurl.com/cornerism. I guess I should turn on the phones just in case somebody wants to call. You never know. You never do know. Let's go ahead and get the phones going. That is at... See, I mean, this was so much better before when I was late every time. But it's just my luck, too. Did you guys notice? I don't know if you noticed this. The entire month of January, I basically destroyed 2023. I just killed it. Just operating at the levels of which you've never even dreamt of. Because I was not late for one show the entire month. And that was after not being on time for an entire 4 years. So that's quite a change, if you ask me. Let's see. We're going to go to my show. Let's go to start the show as a host. Yes. We are going to do 2 people on the line. Yes. Start show. Yes. And join show as host. Yes. And ready.
Ready to connect.
Yes,
Click
ma'am.
connect to show now.
I will do that. All right. So, boom. Phone lines are
Welcome, host.
Thank you.
You are now in the host room and can manage your callers from the Call-in Studio web interface.
Thank you. Now we're good. All right. So the phone number to call in, there we go. We finally got somebody it's Party Poet. Never mind. Let's keep going. Let's Party Poet. I'm being a Nazi today. You have 3 minutes. I'm being a time Nazi. Let me see if we get this going here. Where is my timer? Let's see if it works. Timer. Let's text my cigar. Okay, good. We got that one. Good, it's working. Let's get it back to 3 minutes, so we don't want to shortchange Party Poet. Let's bring him aboard. And we're just going to be really strict about the 3 minutes, so nobody be upset. No playing favorites. We're just going to knock them out today. So have your stuff ready. Be ready. And don't talk to me. I'm just kidding. All right, here we go. Party Poet's the first up. Party Poet, welcome.
Timer.
Hi, just give me a sec.
There we go. Already a nice start of the show. By the way, you can also support the show if you want. Buy me a coffee.com/Jeranism. You can do credit cards there. If you don't like the credit cards, you could do the Cash App, which is $Jeranism. Could do that if you want. And also across the top of the screen, support the channel either through Cash App buy me a coffee. Patreon if you want to do crypto stuff or become a channel member. Let's try Party Poet one more time, see if he's ready.
Yeah, I'm ready this time.
Sweet.
I was just hoping to get a couple of things since I'm getting tagged as a nut job. I was just wondering.
Who's tagging you as that?
Apparently you are.
When? What do you mean?
Well, apparently, let's see. As far as the cash,
apparently,
as far as the money thing goes, you posted stuff that says that you are aware that taxes are completely voluntary. There's absolutely nothing in the criminal code book that says you have to pay your taxes. And on top of that, you got 100 authors that said it's as legit as you could possibly want it to be.
Okay, when did I say it's not?
I don't know. Every single time you bring it up, you keep insisting on the fact that you don't want to try this because you could end up going to jail, and you can't go to jail for something.
I don't remember ever saying that.
Oh, okay. Well, you said you got to be careful because.
Yeah, because I got a family, and I haven't seen anybody who's done it yet.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Not that you're trying to look.
I did, and the person sent me the links to the page that you go there, and there's nobody who's actually giving a real review.
People get pissed off on legal libels because it takes a long time to find them. You have to go through a whole lot of traps to get there, and then afterwards people go, well, why don't you explain everything instead of going and reading like everyone else did? Maybe you're taking the fact that I'm willing to offer the information. Everybody on Legal IBIS gets closed up if you're not willing.
Okay, but let me just ask this. Have you received any money yet?
I told you.
No, but just answer the question.
No.
Okay, so
I have not.
Before we push other people to do it, let's get you settled. Let's get you with some money, and then we can all feel comfortable doing it.
Like I said, if you want to wait till July, that's your prerogative. But and then there was also the fact that I said right at the beginning when you told me that you're having problems with your kid, I said, get him off wheat, get him become a vegetarian.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I also said, drink your pee. But did you know, maybe one thing that may be easier for you to swallow is the fact that when people donate blood, or when they used to donate blood, the good old days, they would convert the blood back to urine. And that's what they called plasma. But if you look at the legal word for plasma, the first five words, the first part of the word is urine, and then ea. They just added like an ia or a couple of other letters on the end, but basically it's urine, ea.
Okay.
And that's the legal word for plasma, which is what they're using to save people's lives. But they can't really tell people, oh, we're using urine to save people's lives, because it goes against the prerogative that they're trying to push forward.
Okay.
So basically,
I'm not alone in not wanting to feed my 2-year-old his own urine, by the way. It's not like I'm the only one who's against that.
No, but well, let's put it this way. How has he been doing as far as his allergies go?
Much better.
Oh, okay. Last time I checked, they weren't going away.
30 seconds. Oh, well, I mean, no, he's still allergic to wheat and to gluten and to dairy, but we're managing.
Well, like I said, if you get him drinking his urine within a week, everything goes away. Literally, everything goes away. That's the beauty of it, and that's why they're hiding it on you. Because, like I said, they don't want the one thing that cures everybody to actually get out there. Because
all right, anybody else want to call in and second that, please? Because Party Poet is really pushing that hard on me, making me feel like I'm some sort of loser for not giving my kid his own pee, because he'll be taken care of in 30 minutes. What do you say? Immediately? No, a week. A week, I think. Troubling Tribune in the house. What up, Troubling? I saw your victory the other night.
Oh, it was sweet.
It's bittersweet.
Sweet victory to be had on the first charity trivia over on the Mellow Dome.
Very cool. Very cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to start your clock. Go ahead whenever you like.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I pretty much jumped on when nobody was on.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, I ran into a similar issue on my panel last night for like the first 20, 30 minutes. Nobody was jumping on, so
it's always fun
to pedal along there. But then it got really spicy. We had I had Ruhif, prominent.
Oh boy, fun.
Prominent Globe Troll hop on and spout a bunch of BS. Try to debunk some, some celestial navigation and some of Jay Tolan media things, and it's just really, really hilarious some of the arguments that he puts forward.
Oh, those guys are just funny.
Well, I've heard he's been in the circuit for quite a while, so
yeah, I don't know what's wrong with those people, but it's like I can't imagine being in their shoes, like just loving the globe so much. I'm going to go on YouTube every day and just find different flat earthers so I can debate them. Like, what kind of life do you have? Obviously,
well,
not a big one.
A lot of it is actually the CIA disruption tactics. If you can manage to find those, then you can actually find that they're just asking questions that don't really pertain to the argument. They're going back to repeat an old point that you had already debunked, and deep down they probably know that it's completely debunked. And then pretty much the whole goal is to just, not really for you, but to just confuse the audience as much as possible. So they just, that's why their arguments don't really make a whole lot of sense. But those followers that like to parrot them, they just hear the science buzzwords.
Right.
And they're like, oh, Coriolis, gravity.
Like I said, your opponent, Ashley's in the audience right now on Rokfin, saying, what'd she say? Trouble Tribune sucked. He cheated. Wow. I don't know if that.
Oh, wow.
No, I shouldn't say that. I said that. I don't think she said that. Yeah, anyway, you can continue.
I actually think it would have been better for the, probably would have been better for the show if I would have lost. That would have been more dramatic. So
it would have been a nice comeback. Would have been come from behind, like a storybook. What do they call it? A Cinderella story.
Oh yeah,
would have been nice.
All the way from the back.
Yes,
but yeah, it didn't happen that way because I just happened to get the best. I guess the best questions for me. What can I say?
You guys missed some easy ones when I was watching.
Yeah, we did. I think we both got some easy ones. They happened to brush over some things that I just happened to know. I actually studied for the trivia, and not a single question that I studied was.
Right away,
so that was a complete waste of time. But yeah, it was a lot of fun. We raised over $1,000 over there at the Mellow Dome. So
yeah, it was nice. I saw that.
Oh, yeah, it was really great. We're hoping to hit that mark here within the next show. So be on the lookout for that. They're getting more opponents. Jaron, it'd be kind of cool if you hopped on there as well. Get some celebrity truth or trivia going.
You mean to be a contestant? I don't think that's the way they want it, do they? I thought it was supposed to be audience members.
They can do it however. I mean,
right.
I'm a content
but it's only
creator.
what is it going to be, like once a quarter?
I think so.
Right.
I think they're doing another one in a couple weeks.
Okay.
But yeah, it's gonna be a great time. I'm also
15 seconds. Make it quick.
Yeah. Okay. Super quick. Hopefully, gonna get on Paul Unslaved. He was on my panel last night, stirring up some drama for whatever reason. I heard that's a problem he's been having. Not really fond of that, but I do like his stuff where he's getting pulled over and exercising his rights to travel. So definitely gonna pick his brain a little bit. He's also been on Crow 777, so hopefully we can go ahead and get him on. But appreciate you having me on, helping fill some time. I'll be in the audience.
All right, appreciate it. Later. Let's go with Tony Coriolis to give us the latest of the video game updates.
Yo.
What's up, Tony? Welcome to the show.
Doing good.
Happy to have you.
So feel free to start my timer whenever.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. I was
so my Fortnite slot.
Okay.
The skin right behind me. This was the one that when they first did like the aliens in the game, they had some like alien lover chick, And then this is her backpack, if you can kind of see it. Just the alien backpack, you think. And then that's her, so she's wearing a I don't believe in humans shirt.
Okay.
With like a little alien logo. And then the pickaxe that came with her shows believe, but then like it says lie right in the middle.
I see that.
Like it's a different color. I obviously found that really interesting,
Yeah, it's just all propaganda, huh?
Totally. So okay,
yes,
so that's the first one.
Sorry, that was not meant to be done.
So random thing. Have you seen these 2022 quarters yet?
What is on them?
Like the newest quarter that they put out, like they feel weird. They feel off.
No,
it feels like a fake quarter.
I think the last new one I saw was the bat for coronavirus.
Definitely check out the 2022 ones because they have a round Earth on one of the quarters.
A ball Earth?
Yeah, it shows like I'm gonna try to show it. It's like a NASA lady, and then you can see like a ball Earth. I'm doing bad at this.
Yeah, we can't really see. Okay, who's the lady? Sally Ride?
Yep.
Okay.
Sally Ride, and then it shows like a round Earth right behind her.
All right. And does it say fraud across the front of it?
No,
Oh.
sadly, it does not.
It should.
So yeah,
I think her last name was actually
Lied.
Lied. They got it wrong. It's Sally.
Oh, okay.
Sally Lied. Just so people know. Don't get it wrong like everybody else does.
Definitely been on the lookout for that quarter though. It's my favorite one that I've seen ever.
Okay, well, favorite quarter ever, huh?
Yeah, for sure. And
All
I
right.
like all these, USA quarters, all the different ones, and
I like
the one with the
only
round Earth is
pre
my
1960 quarters. That's my cup of tea.
Hmm.
If anybody's got any of those, send them to me. They're silver. real silver.
And then I wanted to ask, so I asked my parents for Christmas for like a farmer's almanac.
That's the weirdest gift request ever. But go ahead.
Have you ever read one though, or checked it out?
I've seen one, yeah, at my grandpa's house because he used to have like a little farm, but I never looked at it.
I'm all Scottsdale, so I've never heard of anything like no one's farm around here.
No.
So I just thought it was really cool, and I like flipping through it. I'm still bad at reading books, but
You're still bad at
I think it's cool. I think it's like a cool thing to flip through.
Okay.
And then so they also got me a basic almanac, and within the almanac, oh my gosh, dude, like so much propaganda stuff, like obviously about astronomy and everything, saying the size of the Earth and publishing it in the book. Like, are they allowed to be sued on that? If they are wrong and they published it, that's the whole thing, right?
I don't know. You have to sue somebody. You have to have monetary damages. So if you don't have monetary damages, it's tough to sue somebody.
But can't you sue for being something as you can sue to correct, or I don't know.
Yeah, maybe to correct it or something.
To
But
sue if something's just completely incorrect, like the stuff that they say, the diameter of the Earth,
I don't think so. Not unless you've got some damages from it.
Huh.
10 seconds. Right. Any final?
Nothing.
All
nothing. Right. I'm going to waste management coming up here, right around Scottsdale. So
don't drink too much.
I will.
All right. Thanks, Tony. Peace. Sacred Knowledge is in the house. What's up, Sacred?
Hello.
Is that Bob Marley on the back wall? Nice.
Yeah, it's a stencil.
Well,
Can you hear me?
I can hear you okay.
Cool. What's cracking with you?
Nothing. Another day, another dollar. You got 3 minutes and they begin now.
I think I might have actually did it, but not right. But I wanted to show you something but I can't find it. I tried to find it last few minutes, and I found something that probably worked just as good. So,
okay.
I wanted you to see if you'd be down to play it, because basically the Hindu cosmology is what it is.
Okay.
And so the flat Earth thing that we're all learning about is it's an ancient thing. And
yes.
So you already know that. And so but the Hindus have that cosmology for thousands and thousands of years.
Yeah, but they also think it's the sun's crazy distance away, and it's not the exact model.
It's been corrupted. That's what happened. Okay. Because if you look at, that's why I was trying to find this one documentary that shows the inside of their planetarium.
You got to get your mic fixed next time. People are going to be pissed.
Okay, sorry. I wanted to find this documentary that shows this planetarium in India.
Oh, I've seen it.
That shows exactly. It's
got the stars up above. They rotate and everything.
Yeah, and actually the way that they move, the stars move weird. What do you call it? The ones that go back in retrograde,
right?
And all that. It has it all mapped out perfectly. So it's ancient. So I wanted to find that and just show it to you, but I couldn't find it. But I did find something else that if you play it, it'd be cool. Because it does talk about the Hindu cosmology a little bit. Because I heard this guy the other day.
Well, but you only have 3 minutes, so you got a minute and a half.
Okay.
Or about 2.
Well, then let me just say this instead.
Okay.
Maybe I'll play this later.
Or have it ready for next time.
Yeah. Because this guy came on your show the other day, and he was talking about how it was the Iconoclast show.
Mm-hmm.
And he was talking about how the Hindu, he was kind of right. The Hindu religion is... they have all these gods that they worship, and where was Jesus when they were worshiping all these different gods? And his friend, he said he's Hindu and worship God Shiva, but I don't know if he's really realized his friend really knows what's up with it, because Shiva is all the different. There's not a bunch of different gods. It's just one god that they worship, but they break it up into different aspects. So the Shiva is the aspect of death and decay. That's one aspect of God. And the other aspects of life and the useful is Krishna. They have all these different aspects of the creator. So the creator has different modes that he works. You know what I mean? And that's how they do it.
Right.
So a lot of people are misinformed about what they don't worship a bunch of different gods. That's the corrupt new Hindi stuff. But the ancient Sanskrit and the ancient yoga stuff is not about worshiping different gods. It's totally about something different. And so I wanted to just clarify that because people who think that, they're misinformed.
Okay. You've now clarified it?
Yeah. You got to go to the top gurus to learn that shit. You can go to lower gurus and they'll teach you the wrong stuff. You know, there's a lot. It's just like any religion. Well,
yeah. I'm not a big fan of going to anyone, to be honest with you.
I hear you. But like I said, I discovered that there's a lineage that's like the highest lineage. Those gurus were the only ones that I'll say they had the real knowledge, like their knowledge, and they had the powers, but they don't show them off. They had psychic powers and things that they got through meditation, through years of practice. They're like the Jedis, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they can live off their prana and all the real.
They can leave their body and go remote view anything they want. They got all these. They get powers, but they're not allowed to flaunt them. Because the moment you flaunt them or let people record you doing stuff or something like that, you'll start to lose them. That's how it works.
All right, thanks, buddy. See you next week. Let's go with Craig Black Bear. What's up, Craig?
Hey.
Oh, that fire looks very nice. I need some of that.
Yeah, and we got that. It's about a year old now, and used to have a TV.
Wood pellet?
What's that?
Pellet stove or no?
No, not the real one.
It's just a normal.
Wood rack here that's empty. Okay,
I'm starting the clock. No, you're on.
The pellet stoves, you need power for them, and the power goes off here quite a bit. So the Coriolis effect is really popular right now with long range shooting blogs and stuff and videos. But it's not. Wouldn't it have more effect on a golf ball that's suspended in the air longer?
It would have some effect on a golf ball, yes.
You never hear about it with golf. You only hear about it with long range shooting. And then,
well, I think that the one is certainly more exact of a science than the other, right? I mean, nobody could ever tell that they hit the ball a certain way and it went 3 feet to the right. I mean, you just wouldn't be able to know that unless you're Tiger Woods.
I mean,
and I don't think even he would know.
Long range shooting, yeah, there's a lot of
long range shooting is different because they're actually aiming at a target and then they shoot, and if they're missing one direction or the other. But yeah, I think most people are still confused about Coriolis because I think Coriolis does take place, but people are confused about it a little bit. They think it's to do with the Earth moving underneath you, when really it's just a change in speeds. They say that's what the Glober explanation is.
You can get little calculators that have they have the, you punch in the caliber and the velocity.
Yeah, I've seen them online.
And it has a wind meter on it, and it has a
I would still need to see these in the south, because in the north the bullet spins to the right. You know, because that's the way bullets spin, right?
Well, different rifles have different spins.
Oh, okay.
Too, as well. And then there's so many variables because it'd be what the latitude that you're at.
Right. But I did show, do you remember me showing you the email with that guy that has the world record, and he said they didn't use it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's a stupid argument because nobody uses it. It's
no,
not,
and then Neil deGrasse Tyson tells lies about it and says that the British Army was launching cannonballs and missing. Like, can you just imagine you're at war and you just keep missing with your cannonballs? You just keep missing, and you're like, what are we gonna do? It's like aim to the left. If you're missing right, you aim left. So he was telling the story like they had to calculate it, and then when they figured out these, it's so stupid. It's such a fake story, and in fact, it's admitted to be fake.
There's no calculation for it in those calculators. They don't ask what latitude you're at, just the altitude. Altitude and barometer makes a huge difference, because if high pressure system moves in,
thanks, Harmon.
your velocity is different. So
Gotcha. You got about 30 seconds.
Well, yeah, I think you should keep doing this. If maybe like a lot of people have an intro, like a 5 or 10 minute intro,
Mm-hmm.
and then people come in slowly or whatever.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Sometimes it fills out. We just got to wait. And it depends. If I'm doing 3 minutes like today, we got to have more people because I'm going to be moving through people fast. They're coming. They're starting to roll. And we got 4 people in the queue.
Okay, well, have a good weekend.
All right. Thanks, buddy.
Talk to you later. Bye.
Later, Craig. All right. We got 3 minutes on this one for sure. Go.
Yes. MC Toon had a video on Simon Dan completely refuting your claims, right?
Mm-hmm.
And validating what I had said, which is that you did in fact prove that the earth curves.
Oh boy.
Right? Because you did you see the light at 17 feet? You did not. That proves curvature.
You, sir, are an idiot.
Because no.
You're the dumbest piece of shit. You're the dumbest piece of shit I've ever known.
If the earth was flat, here, let me explain it to you. If the earth was flat, you would see
You will
the
never
light
explain.
at 17
You will never
feet.
explain anything to me in my entire
You
life.
did not
You'll never
see-
explain a goddamn thing to me. Just so you know.
You did not see the light at 17 feet. Therefore, the earth is not flat.
Mm.
You proved that the earth is not flat.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, even though it was supposed to be seen at 23 feet. Yeah, gotcha.
No, it was seen at 19.
Yeah.
And MC Toon shows why that is exactly.
I wouldn't watch an
curved earth-
I wouldn't watch an MC Toon video if you paid me.
Yeah, that's just because you're indoctrinated and you refuse to.
I'm indoctrinated.
Open your mind.
No, it's because the guy gave away money for somebody to find my home address. He's a fucking psychopath with a haircut of a 12-year-old boy.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, well, that's why I don't watch him.
Nobody cares.
Yeah,
No.
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Right?
That's what I'm saying.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about your outrage that somebody has a haircut.
Oh, well then don't call and don't call and bring him up. I wouldn't have brought him up.
If the earth is flat, you would have seen the light at 17 feet. You did not see the light at 17 feet.
Correct.
Therefore, the earth is not flat.
Okay, you can take that position.
Yeah,
Do you feel good now? Why don't you get off of YouTube? Why don't you go do something useful with your life?
No, this is useful because you spread lies that cause harm.
Oh, and thank God for you.
You're a
If it
liar.
wasn't for you, the whole world would just crumble. You're the savior of the humanity.
Yeah, whatever.
But I'm just impressed.
Right? So the point is that you, Jaron, proved that the earth is curved.
Oh, did I? So here's the thing. What about, I just don't care about refraction. You
What
don't care about what
about
the
it, huh?
temperature variance. You don't care about anything. You don't want to redo it. This is how fucking dumb you are that you think because it's something that was
You're
on a
never
movie.
gonna what temperature variance? What temperature variance? What are you talking about?
Any experiment I've ever done, when we've proven that it's flat, you guys say, I want to know the temperature gradient. I want to know the refraction. You want to know all this data. But on this one, when I say interesting, you think that that's proof. That's how dumb you are.
MC takes the refraction into account because of
Oh,
temperature.
yeah, he knew the temperature of the canal. Sure, he did.
You just take in standard.
Oh, just take
refraction.
standard, whatever. Yeah, and just move the dial on Walter Bislin's calculator till it can be seen. Yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, you misunderstood that too.
Misunderstood what?
You misunderstood what was going on there.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Bite me.
That was fun. Never. Mr. Whitsitt. How are you, my friend?
What's up, bro?
Oh boy. Just once a week I got to deal with that. Man. Or whatever it is.
That was crazy.
It. Or whatever. They just make up something new every day. Whatever they want to say. That thing calls in 3 or 4 times just making ridiculous claims that it's 6 feet above your head. If you reach up above your head, that's 6 feet above your chest. Like, what? Nobody has 5-foot arms, Brenda. She don't get it. But then she comes to you, I was right. I was right when I told you you've been wrong every time you've called the show.
Well, but that's the thing, though. Brenda knows that Brenda's wrong. So.
Well, Brenda's stupid as a bag of shit. I've asked before, 8 inches per mile squared. Do you understand it? Yep. Okay, so how much does the Earth curve in 1 mile? She said 32 inches. I said, no, 1 mile.
Oh, my God.
So dumb. And I don't need to know the curvature formula. I'm like, just get out of here. Every single flat earther watching the show knows the curvature formula, and you don't. You can't even do 8 times 1. What's new, buddy?
Well, yeah, like they just say scripts. They're like bots.
Oh, it's
That's
disgusting.
why actually I heard you talking about ChatGPT. I actually like ChatGPT because I think it like replaces them.
Well, did you see what it's? Yeah, well, I guess that's what. Did you see what it did with Trump and what it did with?
I heard you say that. I didn't know that, but that's hilarious.
It is hilarious. I couldn't believe it did that. I haven't tried it myself to see if it actually happens, but I should.
I believe it because every time I ask it a question, it ends up conceding to me about everything, but then it just gives me a final paragraph of, but it's important to note that the scientific consensus does not currently
Please note
accept
that.
this.
Very important. Let's see here real quick. Oops. And you have to log in, huh? You can't do it anonymously?
Yeah, you have to have an account. Yeah.
I'll just use my Google account. I think that's what I used last time. I was going to ask you, what are you doing on Tuesday at 3 Pacific, 6 Eastern? Tuesday.
I don't know.
Check if you have it open. You want to do a show with the guys from Flat Earth and Coffee?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I think they're going to come on. He did a pretty good show the other day about the 5 videos that shouldn't exist if the Earth is round. It was pretty good. But I thought he missed some things, so I wanted to kind of cover some of the stuff. So
cool, yeah, I'm done. Tuesday at 6 for me, huh?
6 for you on Tuesday, yes. Okay, let me see if this thing works. I'm going to put, write a poem about Donald Trump. Let's see what it says. Is that what it was? I think it was. It's just doing it. I thought it's yesterday or somebody showed it said no.
Yeah, but this is the thing, bro. Like they'll just fix it. It's crazy. It's like it's a very good trick because it is kind of entertaining and it can be very.
I mean, this thing is
useful.
amazing. I mean, it just wrote a poem, a rhyming poem. A man with a comb over and a dazzling gleam stirred controversy with every action. It seemed he spoke his mind, no matter what the cost. His antics filled the headlines, no matter what he lost. He was a businessman, they say, a deal maker supreme, but his political career was nothing like a dream. He promised to make America great again, and his supporters rallied, cheering his name. So stretch of a rhyme there. He was a Twitter storm, a TV star with a brand that took the world, but not too far. He was loved and hated in equal degree. His every move, the media watched with glee. And it just goes, yeah, it's crazy.
I got it to write a poem. It says, the galaxy clusters swirl and dance in a cosmic celestial dance. Relativity's laws were meant to hold. There were predictions about mass so bold. But when measured to our surprise, the mass was off by 99. This sparked a crisis deep and wide and made us question what we tried. Dark matter and energy to explain the discrepancy in our refrain, but this just begs the question why and leaves us with a mystery in the sky. The truth about our universe untold and relativity's laws now so old. A poorly understood phenomenon leaves us searching for a new dawn. Let us delve into the night and find the answers with all our might to unravel the mysteries of space and bring us closer to the truth of this place. Just cornered about stuff, dude. They like admitting how wrong that relativity is, and like write a poem, and it'll like write poem. I got a poem about how bad the geodynamo model is and how it doesn't work. It's funny.
Now I got to check because now it's not doing what I saw it do yesterday or what somebody was saying it would do. I just write something good about white people, and it's writing a whole thing. Yesterday, I guess somebody
you saw that on a video that kind of had gone viral at all.
Yeah, it was going around Telegram, and then it said write something good about black people, and it was like black people are great. But when it said write about white people, it's like no, I'm not doing that. It says you can't write good things about the race that is enslaving the other race or something.
Well, I'm gonna take up your whole. I will say, I did a video not too long ago, my last stream, and it got taken down in a few hours, and it was about like I got a strike on YouTube for it actually for like a week. And it's for
by the way, Austin's my business partner and he gets to go past the 3 minutes. Good.
Yeah, fight me. Yeah, so it was about like their next whole plan being climate change, and they're going to use climate lockdowns and say our carbon emissions, we underestimated the severity of the situation, and they're going to use weather modification technology that's obviously long declassified to like create extreme weather events. and that'll become pretty real. And in a state of fear, of course, people will lock down, and not that it'll solve the problem, but it'll put a Band-Aid on it if everyone stays in their house and doesn't really drive while we migrate to a new system to deal with it. And I started looking up stuff randomly while I was streaming, and you just go to United Nations Sustainable Development Laws, like Agenda 2030, and bang, it's like extreme weather events will increase 40 to 50%. And so it seems like that's kind of in what I think is about to happen. And they took it down, and they said they took it down for medical misinformation. And the only thing I can think was, I won't say it maybe how I said it, but I said like organic sperm's the new Bitcoin or whatever. And I guess that's, I mean, I said it more like.
Is there anything more true than that?
I don't know.
I've already been hooking up with people. We're ready. I've got girls lined up for Maverick. We're gonna keep that blood very pure. It's true. I've already got 3 or 4 lined up.
Yeah,
and you've got one, so we got another one. He's got 5.
That's true.
And he's got red hair, so we can keep the red hair in the family. I think it's a good way to go.
Yeah, they got it's sperm and blood, right? So anyway,
Yes.
it was just funny to me. I think that they are actually worried about. They don't really want people to show that that's clearly the next thing is like a mixture of a pandemic with climate emergency, and they're going to lock us down again. What do you think?
I think they will do it. Yeah, I think that's the plan. They've got to do something, and it seems like they're gearing up for something. I just don't know what.
Or cyber attack. You saw that?
There was a cyber attack?
Well, that they said there's going to be one in 2 years. Like, I'm not big with the fear
that.
porn thing, right? Like, I'm just like, when I say lock us down, obviously I don't mean me,
right?
But like,
well, like, did I not notice? Are they requiring masks again?
Oh, I don't know.
Neither do I.
I'm in South Carolina. It doesn't really seem that way.
Okay,
Way
I was
more
out
black
last
people
night.
wear masks, though. I don't know what's psychological aspect of that, but
I don't know either. I saw
in
some
South
guy
Carolina,
talking about it yesterday.
Wear masks.
But yeah, I was out yesterday, and there was a whole bunch of people wearing masks. I was like, what the hell's going on here?
Oh yeah, in Cali, yeah.
Yeah, well, these people.
I don't know. Did you see? Oh, does this stay up on YouTube?
No, not after it's done. Only live.
Okay, you know the video game you play and you race other characters like Luigi, Mario. You can be Peach, Donkey Kong.
You mean Mario Kart?
Yeah. So like I call it Mario Kartitis, like Mario Kart.
Right.
And anyway, did you see where MSNBC? You probably saw this. Anchor came out and said that she had like a bunch of like crazy compression in her chest, and it wouldn't go away for like 10 days. So she went to the doctor. They said that she had pericarditis and they had to drain fluid. And then she left, and then she started getting heart flutters, like a butterfly was in her chest. She went to the doctor. They said first they tried to say that it was like nothing and she just had reflux. Then they drained her heart later. Then they said it was Mario Kartitis. And she's saying that it's because of the common cold. That's what they told her.
Oh yeah, well, that happens. I mean,
But they said the common cold, not like I'm calling CV that. Like that's what that. So how funny is that, bro? You didn't see that?
No, I haven't seen that. No.
Yeah, it's really funny.
You know what's getting scary though? What are we gonna do about deepfakes? They're too good.
I don't know.
They're too good. I mean, the one yesterday with Biden, and then there was one with what's his name from Fox News?
Tucker?
Yeah, Tucker Carlson saying we need to all go shoot all the black people.
Have you seen that AI is also like imitating famous people's voices very, very well?
That's what I mean. It's doing. I mean, you would never be able to tell. If it was like on a radio show or no, it's just way too good.
You're saying video too, though?
Well, did you see the one with Biden?
Mm-mm.
I could bring that one up. I think, is it in my Telegram or did I put it somewhere else? Let me see here. I wanted to show you this.
That is crazy. We're about to hit the AI round, bro. They threw ChatGPT out there so people
You'll never be a real woman.
Watch this.
You have no womb, you have no ovaries, you have no eggs. You're a homosexual man twisted by drugs and surgery into a crude mockery of nature's perfection. All the validation you get is two-faced
really
and
good.
half-hearted. Behind your back, people mock you. Your parents are disgusted and ashamed of you. Your friends laugh at your ghoulish appearance behind closed doors. Men are utterly repulsed by you. Thousands of years of evolution
the mouth
have
even looks
allowed men
good.
to sniff out frauds with incredible efficiency. Even trannies who pass look uncanny and unnatural to a man. Your bone structure is a dead giveaway. And even if you manage to get a drunk guy home with you, he'll turn tail and bolt the second he...
The facial expressions too.
Yeah, it's so good. But I want to show you this girl because she's got a lot going
Well,
for her.
what do you think? Maybe what if they're already doing that to some extent?
They are. I mean, you have to basically not believe anything anymore. I mean, we're past
that's
the era
crazy.
of
It's crazy.
Yes, I can.
Check this girl out.
It's a long story though.
Look at her
So
pronouns.
I came about like wanting to use
I can't see them.
neopronouns
Oh,
when
wait.
I was with
They put on the wrong
one of
spot?
my exes.
Oh, there's a little high. It was a
We
little
don't talk about
cut
that.
off.
Anyway, no, but they use like cat neopronouns, and I was like, oh, those are so cute.
Wait till you hear her
Like,
pronouns.
I kind of want like cool pronouns, like something that fits me, because like cat
Mhm.
pronouns very
What
much
fits
suit
you?
them.
Yeah, what
But I
fits
was
you?
like, I want something that fits me specifically.
Probably a challenge.
So I
Find
started
something that
looking,
fits
and
you.
I was like, okay, well, what about like my special interests? Like I can use
Bedspread.
something of that nature, something that relates to me. I'm autistic, and one of my biggest special interests is space. And I wanted to use Star and Star Self, but then I was like,
Star
two of
and
my friends
Star
call me
Self?
Star Child, and if I started using Star and Star Self, they would start using it while calling me Star Child, so that just seems a little bit redundant. And then I was like, the moon! Moon and Moon Self. I also use Glitch and Glitch Self.
Moon and Moon Self. Can you imagine being so deluded? Like, why aren't those people in like homes? Like,
Yeah, like that's what I'm
with
saying.
bars
I,
on
like,
the window.
It's
Wow.
just time to just all out. It's like, dude, that's mental illness.
Yeah.
Like I'm over like the censorship.
Moon
YouTube
and
game.
Moon
They-
Self.
At least you said glitch and glitch self after that.
Does that mean we can really make up whatever we want for our, and then people
Yeah.
have to do it or else they get in trouble? I like it. I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna come up with my own.
It's just that's just like childish, immature ego. It's like a absorption.
You want to hear
with
what my real
oneself.
opinion is about this? This is what happened. When we grew up, if you sucked at baseball, you sucked at baseball, and everybody on the team told you sucked at baseball, and you learned you sucked at baseball. There was no
Right.
trophies for 8th place. There was no trophies for 7th place. People got bullied because they were bullyable. They were, but they learned their place in society. That's how we kind of, hierarchy or kind of section it off. When you stop doing that, when you take away bullies, and I'm not advocating for bullies, but sometimes bullies are needed. They kind of put things into perspective or into place. So I think this is all because we've told all these kids that they're great. They get trophies for 9th place, and then they grow up and they all of a sudden are shocked that the world's not everything they were told it was going to be, that they're not the greatest thing in the world. So now they're making up Moon and Moon Self. This is
Yeah.
what happens when you have no bullies.
No
Bullies-
humility. They have no. They don't like. That's what I'm saying. It's just they have no self awareness or like realistic humility.
All right, I'm gonna let you go. We got people behind you.
Yeah.
If you ever
All right,
want to,
man.
you ever want to co-host, I'll put you a little box right here. You can sit right there.
All right, cool. And yeah, I am kicked off YouTube for a week, so throw that out there for your. I guess you're gonna
Rokfin
take
though,
the
yeah.
time to. Yeah.
Sweet. All right. When's your next show?
All right, later, bro.
All right, we got Andrew. What's up?
Hey, Jaren, thank you very much. Can you hear me?
Yeah, sorry for the delay there with Austin.
No, it's no problem at all. I mean, he's got a special type of privilege.
He does. He gets to
understand
play
that.
the Austin card.
Yeah, no problem. So I'm going to start off by saying thank you very much for the donation.
You're welcome.
The stream yesterday. We're working towards that. We're getting pretty close pretty quick. So yeah, thank you very much for that. And it would be kind of cool if you were a contestant.
I would be interested in doing that. It would be fun.
Okay, cool. And when are the tickets going on sale for the summit? Do you know?
I should have talked to Austin. Probably about a week.
That'll be all right. Cool. And the last thing I'm gonna add to it. Well, actually, I have two things that Brenda's not gonna like, but one thing. Have you heard about the new California DMV moving to blockchain?
No.
I will drop a link to that right now in the. Or actually, I'll just share my screen if you want.
Okay. You do that.
I just got an email today about this from Coinbase.
Coinbase talking about the California DMV going to blockchain.
This is it's on fortune.com
Okay.
and there's like a whole thing.
Are you sharing? Oh, that's all. I need to put you on there. Okay, now you got it. And this one? Yep. Wait.
And I'll drop the link in the restream. Oh, I'm sorry, StreamYard.
Okay. I think you're on there.
So I don't know what to think about this. This is very odd. I mean, I was just kind of wondering what your opinion about that
Well,
might be.
I actually think it's a good thing as long as it's on the up and up. I mean, the blockchain is where everything will be in the future. So as long as it's not, what does it say? It's just putting all of our stuff on the blockchain, because then nothing can be changed. It's all, concrete. You probably wouldn't even need to carry that little piece of paper with you anymore. I mean, there'd be a lot that would be good about it. Script innovation, the agency. Okay, keep going.
I can't read all of it because it wants you to.
But what did it say about payments with Tezos and stuff? Why is it so it's using crypto coin? Oh, geez. The DMV and open source blockchain Tezos. Oh, they're just using that blockchain. I don't know anything about it, but I'll look into it. I will write myself a note. That's weird. I don't know. Yeah, I guess I'm trying to think of what they would really use it for. I mean, I do think everything's going to go to blockchain in the future, like home purchases and car purchases, pink slips. You won't need an actual document anymore, because if it goes into the blockchain as you're the owner of the car, then can't be changed. You're the owner of the car. Now, if somebody else buys it, then you would update that, and then the next block would have their name on it. So it is the way of the future, but I did not know it was going to be so soon.
Yeah, it's very interesting. I thought I would talk to you about it.
And if there's anybody who can get things done, it's the DMV. I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah,
fucking suck here in California, man. They're the worst.
I need to update my fucking whatever, and it takes 2 hours to get in there.
It's just a nightmare. And now, don't we have to all get new IDs or something?
Well, there's the real ID. It's not required unless you want to travel like internationally, I think.
Oh, okay. No,
but military and government IDs actually work in lieu of that.
What about your passport that you have that's old? No?
I'm not sure about that.
Oh, okay. All right. Anything else? You got about 15 seconds.
Yep. On was it Flat Earth and Coffee? Brenda was on there and finally admitted he has a dick.
That was brought up?
Oh yeah, like 5 or 6 times.
Oh boy. I think I watched some of that episode, but I'm a fan of the girl on that episode, on that show.
No.
But I heard she'll kick my
Brenda's
ass too.
Alleged tranny. So all right, Jaron, thank you very much.
Later. Let's go with crazy ass Doug.
What's up?
Doug, are you smoking?
No.
Okay, good. I was gonna say that's bad for your lungs. Wait, that looks like it's. I thought I saw something.
No.
All right.
Anyways, I've had a minute here to, since Brenda was on. By the way, you nailed it when you said, "Sir, you are an idiot." Like that was accurate. Anyways, I was thinking to Moon Self over here. I mean, really? Moon Self?
Moon Self.
Brenda has to be paid.
There's just no way you could have that low. What does she do for a living?
She's on, or Moon's on, whatever it is.
Moon's on.
Moon's on every Flat Earth channel.
I know.
That means
like a schedule.
Dedicated.
Like a schedule.
Yeah.
Like it's written out or something. It's printed out.
Your job.
Be here. Jaron shows at 3. Then go over to coffee, then go over to here. Then
Could you imagine waiting for MC Toon's show to start to get on and be like, "You're a liar because you said I proved the globe"?
No, I cannot. I'm sorry, I have a life. I'm not pathetic like that.
Not
I just
1
can't
minute.
picture it. No. And it's like these people are all asking me, have you seen Simon? I was like, no, I don't watch their videos. And they're like, oh, you did a video about you. I'm like, yeah, then they lied about me. So I don't want to see it. And of course,
it's got to be paid.
I don't. Yeah, I
and
mean,
maybe it is Mick Toon.
I mean,
You hear
sometimes
that
I think
rumor,
that, yeah, but I think somebody says they've seen Moon Self, whatever, Moon Self.
Glitcher.
Unbelievable.
But you think you've seen them together?
I have
talking
not.
At the same time?
I have not. No, I don't watch Globe shows, so no.
I don't either.
I don't watch much right now. There's not a lot of good stuff on.
Anyways, I just wanted to stop by and show off this
Nice
kick-ass hat.
You guys see his hat? You want
Shirt.
to be as cool as Doug. It's possible. Go to Melodome, check out their shop, and then go to shop.jeranism.com.
And Bobby Thompson at Flat Earth and Coffee, he's killing it.
Yeah,
He's
I'm gonna see if he'll come on
mentioned you at
Tuesday
Melodome.
with us.
Yeah, that'd be great.
He hasn't got back to me yet, but or maybe he has. I haven't checked my email, so yeah,
I might watch that show. I mean,
that's a good show. That'll be a good show. Because I thought he did good. He did 5 videos that wouldn't exist if the Earth was a ball. You saw that one?
That's a great one. And 10 that should.
Yeah, but like everybody misses on the Stephen Hawking thing that the fucking helicopter is backwards.
Backwards? Yeah, I kept waiting for him to say
Nobody
that,
mentions it. It's like the most obvious thing of all things.
And the door's missing.
The door's missing, but I mean the helicopter backwards is just that's the most. There's no other way that can be looked at.
Did he mention the stripe being missing at the bottom of that?
Nope, he didn't mention
flag?
that on the National Geographic one.
That's a huge one too. They're acting like it's
So that's why I wanted to have him on, because I thought we'd redo it on my show, on my channel with Austin, me, him, and then if he wants to bring, because that girl's a looker. I'm a big fan of that girl.
Yeah.
And I guess she's a MMA fighter or something. Yeah, that's awesome. So if you wanted to bring her on, and then who's the other guy's name?
I don't remember. But he was pretty cool too.
He's cool.
His mic was a little shitty though.
So I said, if you want to bring those three on, or you and those two. So I think it'd be good to redo it and kind of point out some of the things, because you did great, but it's still some things are missing, I thought.
But he's killing it. He's doing great.
Yeah, he's doing great work.
Level Earth Observer, that dude cracks me up. I know Terry's after
good.
you kind of had some beef with or something. I don't know.
With me?
Yeah, did he ever?
No, I mean,
say
I don't even know if he ever got back to me on that, but
he didn't respond to me either.
Yeah, I mean, people should just know, if you're going to use someone's material, just put a link to them in the description. It's really simple.
Yeah.
It's really simple.
And I've always loved that video of yours, man.
Yeah, it was, I mean, and I don't care about that, but it's like when you start watching it, like, well, that's my video. Oh, I guess he'll. And then there was like parts of it that people said my name that he cut out. So I'm like, that's weird. But whatever.
Well,
I like the work he's
at
doing.
least said it 3 times. But yeah, if there's other parts missing, that's kind of sketch.
Yeah. All right, Doug, anything else?
No, keep it up.
Thanks. Peace.
Peace.
All right, we got Theo Kirkleave. We got one more behind him, and then there's an open spot if anybody wants to jump on. You go to Tiny Aura. I'm going to shut off the phone lines. Did I already say I did that? Or, yeah, we got no calls, so I'm going to shut it off. We are going to end the phones. Not going to get charged money for this. And let's get out of here 1 second. Make sure this is all shut down. Okay. Is that good? Wait, leave the show? Yes. All right. Good. We are done. Okay, Theo, welcome to Le Show.
Thank you, Jaron. I just want to say, I don't know if you caught it, but the last guy was smoking.
No, he said he wasn't.
No, I saw like there was like a little.
No, it was something. No, it was something else.
And I saw smoke emanating from it.
No,
So,
I asked him though.
Listen,
I'm
people
pretty
like
sure.
that, they have this like certain je ne sais quoi, and they use it to like trick people.
He's tricked me before. He's tricked me before. So I'll have to go back and watch the replay.
You might have to, man, because
If he was smoking, he'll never be on the show again. I'll tell you that right now. Ever.
Oh, I think we get to start my clock.
Oh, sorry. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, you are ready to go. Go.
I don't have much to say. That
just called in to say that guy's smoking.
Well, this is a lie that he's perpetrating on the public, and I think it's a shame.
He's no different than NASA, really.
Well, I don't know if it's in the same ballpark, but
Close.
yeah.
Anyway, you lie. You're a liar. That's just how it goes.
Yeah. No, that AI stuff freaks me out. I saw this clip art.
It's kind of like scary. Like, I don't even know what to think. If they can just do that, I'm like, so somebody could then take my voice and then make me say anything.
I know. Like, I could be AI right now. I could be like one of those videos.
You kind of, the way you started out, it kind of seemed like it a little bit.
Yeah.
There's got to be some sort of test. We got to be able to test somehow. Although somebody told me yesterday that Google said they're gonna start putting a marker on videos or something. Do you know anything about that?
Marker, no.
Somebody told me that. I don't remember who. They said, "Oh no, they said they're gonna put a marker on all the fake videos." Which I don't even know. I was like, "How? On YouTube?" They're like, "Yeah." I'm like, "How did that happen?" Google makes deep. No, that's not the right one. No,
that would suggest they know somehow that it's fake.
Yeah, I don't know how you would know that. Other than it's just, I don't think that guy would say that or something like that. See if it's past week, was there any Google creating a lie detector for deepfakes? Let's maybe listen to this. This is CBS News here. Creating with the where's do we have volume here?
Agitates them. With this show, we have the time to explain what's going on. Here's a deeper understanding of what's happening.
This is just from the other day, 2 days ago. I guess they're going to say they're coming up with something, probably.
David Pogue has been future gazing all this month, looking into the brave new world.
Can I say one thing? What if we are in God as opposed to God being in us? I know that was part of your creed.
Well, we are in God.
We are in God? You believe?
I believe we can only, I believe we exist within the mind of God. This is all within God. But, and then I said that he, individualized himself out into we are a small piece of God.
Oh, okay.
But I see what you're saying. You mean like but I don't think there's like a physical in. There's no like God's body and we're like in his arm or something. I don't think that.
Yeah, but maybe there's another substance that he's composed of that is not exactly physical. Like I don't believe in a God with a beard.
No.
It's an old white man or something.
No, and then somebody like told me too, like, I thought you didn't believe in God as a man, and you said God over and over again in your creed. I'm like, I didn't say he. If you notice, pay attention, I didn't say he. And then somebody else told me, somebody said that they're like, oh, and then, I guess somebody made a video and they were talking about me advocating for children to be able to consent. I don't know. It was just stupid. I'm like, that's not what I said. I said, the only thing I said about children is that they should learn that they own their body so that they don't get subjected to sexual molestation.
I got what you were saying with that. I thought that was good.
Yeah, because I think we don't teach children enough that, this is your body, this is you, and nobody's allowed to touch you, and nobody's allowed to come close to you. And if anybody does, you need to come home and tell your parents. And, that, I don't know if not enough people say that or what. My parents never told me that.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of sexual stuff people are not training their kids right.
Have you seen that little doll that's at Walmart?
No.
Oh my God, I saw some lady do a video on it yesterday. She didn't believe it, so she went to Walmart. There's this troll doll that you have to press its nether regions, and it goes like, hoo-hoo, yee. Oh man, it is disgusting. And this lady she's like, I saw it on TikTok, and she said, I assumed that the lady was just lying about it where the button was and thought maybe it was like on her tummy or something. So she went to Walmart and grabbed the doll, and nope, she showed it. It's between her legs.
That's a problem.
Yeah. So she like gathered all of them to take them to the front to tell them to get them off the shelves. So, all right. Anything else?
I would just say if that troll was consenting, maybe it's okay.
No, but the troll is probably young.
Oh, well.
You don't know the age of the troll. You got to look into that.
Yeah.
I think it's a little too young. All right. And I'll look into the smoking issue.
All right.
It's a Smokegate 2023. Exactly. Space Audit's in the house. What up, Alan?
Yo, what up, G?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm going to go look at troll dolls or something. Troll doll.
Word. I seen your truck was moving at 0 miles per hour earlier. Is that a nominal?
I'm not sure it's still going that speed, but I would have to check back.
Yeah, can we check back in on it real quick, or is it?
Yeah,
is it in the blackout?
I don't know what's going on over here. I know it's still on. Let's go. How about if it's gone? I'm gonna be very upset. Let's see. And there you go. Take a look at that. Nope, still good.
Wow. Now, do you think anyone will go out for a truck walk or today, or
they might? Sometimes things get damaged, and then we just send them out there, risk their lives.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of radiation out there, so
I had to go buy a locking gas cap because people were siphoning my gas out of my truck.
Oh wow!
Yeah, that's how dashboard is getting over here. Mrs. like backing out of the driveway, and she's like, "Oh, you left your gas cap on." I'm like, "What? Yeah, I mean, gas cap." I said, "I haven't got gas in 2 weeks." She's like, "Oh, the gas cap's off." I'm like, "No," but here's a thank you to all those who siphoned my gas. Thank you for leaving the gas cap off because at least it told me you did it. Otherwise, I would have probably gotten in the car and tried to drive somewhere and then not realized I was empty. So by them doing that, they let me know.
For the small things.
Got to be, exactly. Silver lining.
Yep. So I got a quick little presentation for you.
Okay, I'm starting your clock.
Okay, 1 second.
We got an opening behind him if you're interested in joining the show, or else we can call it an early one. It's tinyurl.com/cornerism. And begin.
Yeah, trying. Oh, okay. Let me see if this works.
Do you see it's a puppy hug time? Don't know which one it was.
All right, I sent you a screen share request.
Oops, did I not change the camera? Oh, there we go. Screen share. Go ahead. You're on.
Okay. So we all know from the Eddington expedition stuff that the data was all shoddy and cooked, right? But they'll argue endlessly that there was a measurement and therefore.
Oh, is this you talking about the seeing behind the sun? It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Yeah. So anyway, there was a side argument going on at the joint meeting where they were presenting, where they were like going to make the announcement that it was confirmed, you know. So anyway, this guy who I'm calling Witzit's great grandfather comes in and he basically shuts the whole thing down because what they're talking about, these are the people, by the way, that decided space time was going to be the new framework. So anyway, Witzit's grandfather comes in and they're talking about how there's no spectrum shift in the light rays, right? Because in order for the displacement to be like physically attributed to the curvature of space-time, there would also have to be a spectrum shift in the light. So are you familiar with like redshift, blue shift?
Yes.
So there would be a predicted amount in how it would stretch, right? So they also, at the same time that the Eddington stuff was going on, they also did observations and they found no spectral shift. So it can't, and Witzit's grandfather over here argues that because there's no spectral shift, you can't physically attribute any displacement to curvature of space-time.
Yeah, I think that they're all back. They're going to have to redo that all.
There's no curvature of space-time. Witzit's grandfather also points out that the Einstein's coefficient, which is his the metric tensor for how he describes space-time curvature, if there's no proven curvature, then all the orbits that they say, you know how they say the orbits are geodesics, but they're traveling along the curvature of space-time?
Right.
Well, if there's no curve, then all the orbits are just straight lines going uniformly at the sun, irrespective of the sun's mass and anything like that, right? So it completely destroys the lack of physicality to space-time curvature, completely destroys the observations that were made, right? But they went ahead and went through with it anyway. And then so years later, there was the Pound-Repka experiment that was done. And what they did was there was a 22.5 meter tall tower at Harvard that they used. They shot photons from the bottom going to the top and from the top going to the bottom. And they were looking for a spectral shift. And what they found was that there was a spectral shift and it matched what Einstein predicted, but they didn't account for this thing called the Stark effect, which any electromagnetic field or current or anything like that will affect the results of the phase shift. It'll add lines to the spectrum shift. So like you see how these are like individual lines right here, and like these are close. It'll like double up the lines if there's interference with it from any field.
Right.
And they didn't account for any of that. So that right there kind of just nullifies the experiment. But there's also 3 different that are like common interpretations of the experiment that they use to support general relativity. But those can all, I also have refutations into those, but I'm not going to get into all of that for right now.
Okay, what are you going to do? A video on it?
Yeah, I'm gonna do the whole presentation basically on it, because as I was reading through this the other night, because I was kind of rehearsing it, and I started realizing like what they were talking about with the spectrograph phase stuff and how important this was. Because like, you know how like when you ask like a low level space-time enthusiast, they'll tell you, well, space-time is the fabric of space-time, which, you know, doesn't make any sense, very circular. But because nobody wants to really admit that there's that space-time has to be a physical thing. It has to be an actual force, otherwise it can't cause redshift. And they say that the proof of the curvature is the redshift. But none of it matches up.
This is crazy. I guess this is not a recent thing. It's an older thing. But
yeah, and
no, I'm talking about something else. Go ahead. Your time's up. So say your final word.
Okay, yeah, I was gonna say the full presentation will be coming soon. I'm just working out some finer, a couple other things, and yeah, without a physical mechanism to cause the shift, they really have. I mean, it's so bad for them. These arguments that Witzit's grandfather made.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna be highlighting that. It'll be coming out soon, TM. So anyway, just wanted to present that.
Sounds good. Later, Alan.
All right, thanks.
We've got David Henry next up. Give me 1 second, David. Just let me fix this. You're on the wrong screen. So I guess it's older than I thought, this troll doll thing, at least from what I can tell, although I see David Avocado Wolf posted it when? Posted this. I don't see a date. Where's the date? Well, whatever. None of these have dates. Oh, quite a while ago. So yeah, there's a troll doll that has a button in its nether regions, and I guess they're pulling it off the shelf, or they did. It says a now viral video of the troll's Poppy doll shows one button on its stomach, which is advertised on the packaging, and another which led to confusion among buyers. It says clearly on the back of the box that if you press the first button on the stomach, the doll will say 10 phrases and sounds, but there's no mention of a button under the doll's skirt placed on the private area. The video noted when pressing the second button, the doll gasps and makes sounds like wee and oh and woo, which people have complained are disturbing sexualization of the children's toy. Yeah, you think? Who would make that doll? What a psychopath. All right, you are up, my friend. Go ahead. I'll start your clock.
Hey, what's going on today?
Nothing.
Not much, huh?
Let's go, Brandon.
Yeah, let's go. I just wanted to mention some items that you have conversations with glove heads about issues. And over the years I've dealt with them, I have 3 things that I've always brought out and I never get an answer for. One is that there's been no explorer by plane jet that has circumnavigated the Antarctic.
You mean around Antarctica?
Exactly. No, even by jet, private jet, you get to a jet.
Okay.
And you circumnavigate Antarctic and you become a explorer. And I have not seen any evidence of that. Now, Pan Am, their 100th year anniversary did a they call it Antarctic.
So I think it's because that would be like a 20-hour flight.
Yeah, I mean it's going to be well, I don't know if it's going to be 20 hours.
It might even be more than that because I think they say that the circumference of it is like 11,000 miles. So
For
that's
Antarctic.
longer than any flight.
Antarctic?
I think so, yeah. I believe if you went around the 60 degree, it'd be way more than that even.
I don't know about that.
I don't know.
But even then, even if it's a long flight, you still be the first one. And it seems like, if you want to put your name in the history books,
That's a good point.
Be an easy way to do it.
Good point. I don't know why they don't do that.
Yeah. Second thing is
camera on the moon facing the Earth. Oh no, that's mine.
well, yeah. Why not that?
Because
second is that we look at the well, I'm a former U.S. Air Force technician.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you. I worked on B-52s. I worked on radars and computers on B-52s. Back then, I was in SAC, so that was from like 76 to 80.
Mm-hmm.
Back then, they used to have missions in kind of the Midwest, in Colorado. Basically, they fly 500 to 900 feet off the ground. And the way they're able to do that is by radar called terrain avoidance, which we would have to align periodically. And it's very difficult, very time consuming. It was an all day job just to line up a terrain avoidance type situation. But keep in mind that
30 seconds.
We did not have any we did not have any curvature of the Earth data that was used.
You didn't use it at all?
None in the none in the computers that we had.
So I'm guessing because I always hear Globers talk about radar falling off at a certain distance. They say it's because of the curvature, but really it's just because things come too small to see, right? So like if things get smaller in the distance, right? We know that.
Right.
So if a plane were to take off, fly above your head, and it's going off in the direction, at a certain point, that plane would become too small for radar to pick up. Clearly, it would become, right? Okay.
Yeah, there's a limitation.
Yeah, well, that's what they've done. They've taken that perspective and called it curvature.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they never, yes, any B-52 pilot ask them, did they ever have to put the nose down to keep the plane level?
They say it happens
flying?
automatically, just magic.
Yeah, to fly 500 to 900 feet off the ground. Did they have to even worry about curvature there?
Right.
No.
All right, 5 seconds. Your final word in.
And yeah, so that's it. You
All
know, I just wanted to say, you know, mention those two things to anybody and see if you get any responses back. I'm still waiting.
David, you need a NASA hat.
I do.
You do. I think so. Shop.jeranism.com. I'll look for you. I'll send an autographed something, piece of paper for you.
Okay. I will do that.
All right, David. Thanks. All right, we've got EXP, whatever that means. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, Darren?
Not much. How are you?
You doing all right, bud?
Fantastic.
Oh, I'm good. I called a week or so back. I just want to apologize. I'm on a phone. The reason I turned my camera off this time is because I was trying to hear you. I'm all like holding the phone up to my ear and shit. I went back and watched the video and I was like, oh my God. So, you know, I'm on camera, letting everybody see my ear hair and everything, trying to hear you. So I turned the camera off this time.
Okay. But we'll get
And
by.
I also wanted to apologize to you. I said something that could have been probably got you a strike or whatever. Something about those sicko pedophiles got brought up, and I said something that should happen to them. We'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to say nothing to get you in trouble there, man.
It's all right. We pulled the video. It's okay.
Yeah, I saw that. And the other thing was that dadgum Brandon that keeps calling you, man. That it's so simple. I just want to say this. I hope that idiot's still listening. Okay, I saw this movie called King Kong, and it had a big giant gorilla in it. Does that mean big giant gorillas exist?
Yes.
Yeah, as simple as that, man. You saw it on a movie. You can't put credence on a movie.
Those guys are so weird. It's because they're so desperate for proof of the globe that they're willing to get it from me.
You ain't kidding, man. Oh, and the EXP, that stands for, that's paying homage to Jimi Hendrix Experience.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah, just a Jimi Hendrix fan, man. But keep rocking, man. You and Wits at both, y'all doing great work. I appreciate y'all.
All right,
Take
thanks.
care, man.
Later. All right, we got Charlie up next, and he looks like he's got utensils.
Oh, hello. Can you hear me, Jared?
I hear you great. Nice shirt.
Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. That's my son's middle name.
Oh, okay.
Hey, so
Interesting
I don't
middle
know,
name
I
choice.
was in the meeting. I was in the meeting earlier, but I did hear like the first person of the. Anyway, let's talk about my time.
Okay.
So I wanted to talk about the curve of the Earth, 8 inches per mile squared, and this is the presentation I want to give.
Okay, I'm not going to put a clock on you just because we asked for you to come do this one.
Yeah, if you remember, you have the globe, Earth, so-called, and what they do is the area only works in the horizontal. And if you look at this is supposed to be the equator line, correct?
Mm-hmm.
The equator line. And remember I told you about seeing it sideways? I have that tape where you could see the curve, but only in a sideways fashion. So if you take this and you put it on the equator, which is supposed to be like this is, supposedly the equator line, give or take, right, all the way around.
Okay.
You guys can see that?
Mm-hmm.
And when they tell you about the ball Earth, they always put the image this way. But in reality, hey man, that's my son. Why don't you stand over here? And then you can be part of the presentation. Over here, son. Stand around.
Oops, sorry. Know what I did here?
Stand around. Right. So when you do it this way, you need an area to be able to measure it. So we're being fooled because 8 inches per mile squared can be done only in the horizontal. So
I still don't get it.
Think circle. Don't think globe because you're tricking us. Think circle. So when you have the area, you can map out the curve. You just need the land mass, but you can't do it this way because it doesn't exist, right? There's no such thing as a curve. It's only in an area. So picture, erase the image, and what do you have? You have a circle. So they map out a line on paper, but in reality, it only works in the horizontal plane. And that's what I was trying to demonstrate.
Okay, I'll have to watch this back again because I still don't get it.
Okay, I'm up maybe my 3 minutes. I didn't do a good job trying to prepare.
I didn't start the clock, but okay. So explain to me what the goal of what you're saying is, I guess, first the premise. Like, what is the?
Yeah, the goal is if you were to bend this image into a globe,
Okay.
what they in the historical times, they in the equator they're saying 8 inches per mile squared. Where's the curve? Nobody can measure the curve, but you could only measure it on the horizontal.
But okay,
right? Get rid of the image of the man standing at the top, looking out, and then trying to draw the curvature. There isn't any, but the curvature only works when you're like on a boat and you would circumnavigate. Or if you plot the circle anywhere on the U.S., if you see the circle, you can plot it anywhere you want, because this circle is 8 inches per mile squared. You could start in Antarctica and you can draw it, and it would go right through this landmass, right into the ocean, right through the U.S., and it'll end up in South or in Africa. Anywhere you want, you can draw it 8 inches per mile square, anywhere, but only in the horizontal, because we're not on a globe. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, that makes sense.
You can put it this way. Yeah, and that's all it is. So if you change the calculation, if you wanted to draw a big old globe or a big old radius, you can map it out like this. And then that would be a different calculation, because now we're not talking about the radius of 8 inches per mile squared. You're talking about something else.
Right.
But when you do it, it's the equator that they're talking about. That's what I'm saying. And you have to look at it this way. And I try to put a sticky to show that that's how you see when something is following this line. You're going to see it go out of view because it's going into the radius bend. And if you put a wall all the way around, eventually you'll see something going into the curve, but it's a turn.
Right.
It's a turn. That's kind of what I meant.
Yeah. Okay. That's kind of what I saw, or what I thought you meant.
I don't know about your dream. Hopefully your dream kind of got it.
Yeah. I mean, I can't remember what it was. I just remember thinking it, but I can't remember what I was looking at that caused it to come up.
Okay. So now I remember the pea poet, or something about pea poet was talking about pee and whatever, drinking it or something.
Yes.
So I drink IPAs, and you know why? Because I IPA a lot.
Hey, that's not bad.
I'll drink the beer. Somebody else could drink the, you know what?
Yeah, I just can't. I can't do it. I can't bring it to, and I don't feel right about giving it to my son. What's up, buddy?
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Say hi. It's Jaron.
Hello.
He's a big hit.
What's up? Tell your dad you need one of these NASA hats. Tell him he needs one of these NASA hats. He wants one of these hats. Tell him you got to get him one of these hats.
NASA. What do you think about NASA?
Don't you want this hat? Tell your dad to buy you one. Yeah, there you go.
No, what do you think about NASA?
He just said.
Give
him a thumbs down.
The hat is thumbs up. NASA's what?
Thumbs down.
And that's what the hat says.
I like it. Now you got to buy him a hat. See what you did?
Hey, I'll work on it. One more thing. I know my time's up. Hey, next time I'll talk about oxygen. I got some interesting stuff about oxygen.
I like it.
What's going on with it? So,
do you know why the sky is blue?
That's funny. No, I don't. There's a mystery, right? Because everything
absolutely.
is clear, but at the end, it's blue, only with light.
Very cool. Was it Legos?
So remember this image? Remember this image?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a Lego man.
Yeah, I thought about it all week.
No matter if you have chemicals or rockets or light. Remember the rockets, fire, or whatever. When you get close to an object, see, nothing is lit up. Nothing is lit up. But when you get close to a surface, you light it up. That's a clue, okay? So something is preventing us. Remember that liquid you guys mentioned about liquid helium or something in a previous video with Dome or some other guy?
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a substance. There's a substance that's solid. And guess what? It's not invisible. Solid items, you can see them with enough light. Stuff that's invisible.
Move that flashlight. Move that flashlight back and forth against it. You just had that flashlight pointed at the wall there. Yeah. Can you do it again? Does the circle stay? No, you had the other flashlight. Didn't you have another one in your other hand?
Hold on.
Your other hand.
This thing?
Oh, okay. That one. Now shine it on the cabinets.
Oh.
The flashlight.
Cabinet.
Yeah, shine like that.
Okay,
now, does that change this? I was trying to see if it does change size, the light. The actual circle of light on the cabinets. I was just trying to see if it changed size. Because you've seen there's that video that shows that when you do it through a mirror, no matter where you move the mirror, it stays the same size in the mirror. I forgot what the video is, but it is interesting for people who say that the sun doesn't change it angular size.
Okay, sorry, I couldn't help you with that, but
no problem. All right.
I'm just trying to get to the bottom of the truth.
That's all we got to do. All right. Well, thanks. Appreciate the call. We'll see you next week.
Cheers.
Peace. All right. Phone lines are open. 888-698-FLAT. Do not call in twice if you have already called in. Let me see if there's anything else I want to show you. And then we will call it a quits. But you can get in the show still. Don't call the phone number. The phones are off. But you can go tinyurl.com/cornerism if you know it's good for you. And let me check this. Where did I go to? Yes, this one. Not that one. This one. Yes. And nothing there either. All right. Okay, so anybody, just to remind you of the schedule going forward. I do have to get the Jeranism Does going. I've got a bunch of stuff filmed, but need to put it together and come up with an idea for future episodes. We've got that's going to be soon. Mondays at 3 will be a release of the new podcast. That should start next Monday. I might not have the spot up where it's going to be, but I'll release the episode anyway since it's already done. So Monday at 3 p.m., that'll be out. Tuesday at 3 p.m., we'll either have a NASA Comedy Hour or we might have Flat Earth and Coffee on with Austin and I. We'll wait on confirmation there. Wednesday off. Thursday, this very show right here, Speaker's Corner, 3 p.m. Pacific. Friday, the Jeranism Show, 3 p.m. Pacific. Saturday, Iconoclasm, 3 p.m. Pacific. All right, let's go. We got another person on the line. Plain Reality Paul. PRP. What's up, Paul?
Hey, how are you doing?
Good. Yourself?
Yeah, pretty good.
Good.
Hey, just thought I'd call in, say good day, and I've been doing a stack of filming here. I live in South Australia, so just recently I've been doing a stack of filming. I've been putting heaps of stuff out on Twitter.
What day is this?
And the trolls are out and hardcore. I've had that
Up, you froze up. I'll remove you and come back. Everything seems like it's freezing. What's going on? Where'd you go? Anybody? No. Oops. What happened here? Huh. Where did you go? You back? Let's try again. Plain Reality Paul. Bring back. There you go. I think you're, well, now you're dark, but it's still better. Oh, I thought we could hear
Is
you.
it still there?
Yeah, at least we can hear you.
Yeah, sorry about that. I just had a call come through.
Okay. You need to go?
Yeah, I don't know what you missed there, but I've had that Slice Barcane really trying to have a go at my stuff.
Yeah, that guy's a piece of work too. They're all kind of
mate,
pieces of work.
and yeah, he's a complete jerk off.
Yes,
he's still trying to use orthographical view to debunk some of my stuff. And I'm just basically saying to him, dude, you can't use orthographical view.
Right. What's your channel
But,
name? Your channel's plain.
Sorry?
Your channel's Plain Reality.
Yeah, I haven't actually released anything yet.
Oh, okay.
I'm actually trying to be in contact with Wixit Gets It. I'm going to see if I can get him to do a rap for my intro.
Okay.
So I'm just doing that. I'm just going to get some graphics organized for obviously like a logo and stuff because I don't have any of that yet. And then I've got hours of footage. Also got a really good debunk of that Wolfie 6020, and he's put out a video which is supposedly 5 days of the midnight Antarctic sun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I've got a pretty good debunk of that as well.
Oh, good. When are you going to be able to do that one?
Sorry?
When are you going to be able to do that or show that?
It's it, because I don't want to just sort of like start putting stuff out without being kind of partially organized in the way that my channel's going to work. So
right.
Just getting a few things organized, and then so hopefully within the next month.
Okay. Exciting.
Yeah, I got one video that I've released on Twitter. So if anyone goes to like Plain Reality at Twitter, they'll see one where I filmed a ship for 12 days. It was 11 miles offshore here in South Australia,
mm-hmm.
and each day the horizon was a completely different level. So one day it was covering about 110 feet of the ship. On another day it's covering 50 feet of the ship. On another day it's covering 0 feet of the ship. Then that was all from 20 feet high.
Yeah, right.
Then I did one where I actually had the camera at 6 inches and could see the whole ship. So basically what I was trying to say there as well is, look, you can't use the horizon and say that it's Earth curve, because which one's the right curve?
Right, and then also we've
which
got
one's right?
we
Like,
see those boats floating, and that's because the water's level's lower than it actually is, so you can't even tell.
Yeah, I mean it's ridiculous, and basically all the trolls come out and they go, they're all Earth curves. So I'm like, okay, so from 11 miles at 20-foot observer height, there should be approximately 20 feet of curve according to your map. So if there's 110 feet missing, what's going on? Right, and all they've got is, that's Earth curve.
Right.
Okay, so what if there's nothing missing and we can see the horizon behind, but it's still Earth curve?
Right. That's
What if there's
refraction.
50
That's
feet
because the
missing?
light's
That's
bending.
Earth curve.
They get an answer. It's either the light's bending with the curve. It's not bending. It's they don't even realize what they're doing either. That's the sad thing about these people. It's because I think most people that are in that science, they're just dumb.
Yeah. Then we got that slice Sparkane, because I did one observation where you can see from Brighton Jetty looking at a point which is called Curfew Point, and looking from there, which is 7 miles away, and then the hills behind that are about 30 miles away.
Okay.
And there's a little section where you can see, so there's like a little rock formation at Curfew Point, which is like a windbreaker type thing. And at that windbreaker, that's 7 miles away. So there shouldn't be any water behind that. It's from 20 feet high. The horizon's meant to be 6 miles away. So there should be no water behind that, but yet you can see water from, God, who knows how far behind that goes.
Right.
It could be miles.
Same thing in Nat Geo, yeah.
Yeah, the trolls just come out and go, it's refraction. Come on, get over yourself.
Yeah, they are in love. They really are.
Yeah, they certainly are.
They love their spinning balls.
Oh, mate, they love their balls. They they just don't let anything go. It's ridiculous. I've
can't concede one thing.
No. They won't concede it. They won't concede anything at all. I'm smashing them, so I might have just. Sorry, I'm just trying to see because I can't hear very well because I don't think your phone's on. Don't think it's on loudspeaker.
You got about 20 seconds.
20 seconds. Yeah, I'm trying to. I've done the old gas chamber one with them at the moment, and trying to get them with the same example that you've used. I've always tried to use this as well.
Yeah.
Of having a box with air in it, and then a big room with a void.
Because it can be done, right? I mean, it can be tested, and we will get the results that match our worldview, not theirs.
Yeah, I think because I was actually watching something of yours the other day where I think it was you and Dave or someone else. You were debating with someone, and I think the one piece that you guys were missing in actually saying was that, well, this is another video that I was going to make as well, is that the story of the birth of the Earth is that there was just the Earth, and then that was basically literally adjacent to space. There was no gradient, there was nothing. There was just Earth, rock, molten, and then space.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as that cooled, then it started spewing off gas. Well, that gas, there's no gradient. That gas is just releasing dead straight into space.
Right.
And that's the same example of what you have, where you're talking about the box of air.
Right,
in
because
the void.
if it's at all touching, it would be immediately equalized.
Yeah, so it should disperse. And they just can't get it through their brains on how, well, there's no gradient. Like, how would the atmosphere be there in the first place?
Right, where'd you get it from?
Yeah, that's right. It just couldn't exist. At the moment it came, as the Earth was cooling, and I mean, I've got a video where they show you, like, the Earth cooling and then gas just spewing out. And it's like, well, why did that just not keep going?
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure that's my time anyway.
It is. All right. I appreciate you calling in. See you next week, yeah?
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for the call.
All right. Well, I think we're going to call it a show. I'm going to check the tips real quick and thank everybody for that. But hopefully get some more people. As I think that things will start being better since I'm on time, people can start to know. I did start to make a schedule, but I didn't get to finish it. I don't think I did I? I don't think so. No, I just have basically the template done. So I'm going to be here a lot. If you want to get involved with the crypto stuff. Oh, well, I guess I can talk about a couple things. So if you know about crypto, let me just mention one coin that's kind of crazy. There's a coin called Pi coin. Maybe you've heard of it. And if you look, they showed up on CoinMarketCap, and it shows up as a. Oh, you can't really see that. That's weird. Wait, what's going on here? Hold on, let me make sure I have this right one. Let's go here. There we go. Now you can. Up, that should be behind the. What's everything weird for? What is this? This is the. Huh. I wonder why it's all screwed up. Anyway, we'll go to this one instead. That makes it easier. So they have it listed right now at 65.83. Now, I'll tell you why that can't be true. Because if it is, when it releases to mainnet, what they call it, when it comes off of the testnet, then it means that I am a millionaire. So that's why I know this can't be the true price. But it's funny that it's on here. We don't know why it's on there or whatever. But if you don't know about Pi, you can mine Pi from your phone if you want. And you just go to minepi.com/Jeransc, Jeran, the letter C, Jeransc. If you do that, you get a free token to start, and then you can start mining on your phone. And by mining on your phone, they mean once a day you have to click an app and hit the mine button. That's it. It's not actually doing any battery power. It's not actually doing any work from your phone. It's like a consensus network. But they were brilliant. What they did that no other coin has done is they gave it out for free. Not gave it out, but yeah, they told everybody, hey, you can download, you can mine this coin. So people have been doing it for 2 or 3 years. And the brilliance about it is that it's not gone to the market yet, right? It hasn't been released yet. So the crazy thing about it is all the other coins, they try to do it the opposite way, right? They came out with their coin. Now they look for adoption. What this coin did is it said, let's get adoption first, and then we'll come out with our coin. So they have 37 million people mining the coin every day. They're active participants. So when that coin gets released, which is supposed to be soon, I've heard even rumors of maybe this month, but when it does come out, it's going to be interesting to see where it's at. Now, if you're somebody who already signed up, make sure you go back to the app, start mining again if you stopped, fill out your KYC if you need to, so that I can get all my money and retire. All right? No, I don't think that'll be the price. If it is, I will retire, but I'll still do the show from the comfort of my very nice home in Florida. I mean, in Texas, on basically a ranch, right? So that I wanted to show that if you, again, minepi.com/Jeransc if you want to join that. If you're one of the many people, and I've got a list of 100 people that need to mine again if they want to help me get that money. Because the way it works is that all the people who signed up underneath me, I only get credit for those signups if those people go through KYC. So many, like, 90% of people have stopped mining. And I can see why. It's been 2 years. You're probably thinking, there's no chance. But people like Alan Barclay, Jeff Dolph, Owen Charles, people that Valerie Rondone, Scott Shaw, Adrian Mark, Brian Pittock, those kind of people, they are all former miners. So I would get back to it because I don't know how many coins you have on your phone. I asked my wife last night how many she had. She had 500. So that's pretty nice. I mean, if that is the price, which I really can't see happening, but if we do 50 times 65.83, we get 32.91. So that's pretty good. Again, it just depends on when it gets released, but they're already doing like hackathons. So all over the country and like different colleges, they'll go and they'll have all these people build applications for the Pi network. So it's going to be much different than we're used to. What does it say? There have been reports questioning the legitimacy of Pi network. Please note that the mainnet has not launched yet, and the price displayed below for certain exchanges reflect the value of the IOUs, and it may not be transferable across exchanges. Read more here or do your own research. Value of the ICO. Huh. Now somebody says here, the highly anticipated Pi chain mall withdrawal function is live. I'll have to look into this. That doesn't seem right. Oh, wait. Oh, maybe it's a lie. Maybe not. Okay. I don't know. All right. Is that everything over here? We did that. We did that. We did that. And the store, please head over there. It could really help me out. We are still not even close to breaking even yet. We need to sell some more hats. Bought a lot of them. Got the hat. We got the beanie. You got packaged with love and shipped by Maverick via Pony Express. So definitely get that. But come over here. You can find the hat, the Fake X hat on the back, and then the NASA Going Nowhere on the front, and then the combo pack, and you get free shipping and all that stuff. So I already mentioned that. I know that. And I believe that is it for me. Let me go look at the tips real quick. Just the tips. All right. Let's see here. next week we'll hopefully get some more people out. But anyway, now that I'm scheduled, I expect people to start watching the show more, I would think, because they know when it's going to be and they can plan around it or whatever. But a lackluster first month, man. I was really excited about it. I was like, oh man, I'm going to be on time every week. And I was on time every time. And I get here, ready to go press, and I look at the chat and there's nobody here. I'm like, wow, this is... And then you go live, and then, but before, it was better. It was better. Everybody was there waiting for me. It was kind of nice. Okay, let's see here. Oh, so Ramon says the KYC is what turned him off. Yeah, but here's the thing. So with something like Pi, what you cannot have happen is you can't have it be open because you don't want everybody to be able to have multiple wallets. What that does is it completely ruins the whole idea behind it. So you have to make sure a unique person has one wallet, and that's it. And the way to do that is to do KYC. Now, again, your government already knows what the hell you're doing. Believe me, there's not going to be like, oh, I signed up for Pi, and that's the reason the government came after me. No. It's just like the people I sit down with consults, and they're like, so how do I hide this from the government? How do I hide this from the tax? I'm like, all right, what are we going to do? I want to buy $300 worth of Bitcoin. I'm like, don't worry about it, dude. Don't worry about it. No IRS agent is coming over your house for your $300 worth of Bitcoin. They're looking for slightly bigger fish. Slightly bigger fish. Let me check real quick just to make sure we don't have any supers I need to say thank you for. Earn. Supers. No, that's not right. Supers. There we go. We've got what's going on here? What's this? It doesn't show you the video anymore? Super chat history activity. But it used to show a picture of the video. Now I don't even know what video it's from. Oh, is this from today? So Theo Kirkley says, can I call you live? Yes, you just did. Anthony on TV, $9.99. Thank you very much. Jado, Australian, $10, says the equator is measured by elevation angles to Polaris. Yes, I agree with that. Oh, I know where I go. Idiot. I forgot I have this now. I'm going to use this. All right. So we are at the... Okay, no, there was no super chats. Gotcha. All right, no super chats. Let's go check out Rokfin, see if there's anybody there. Holy smoly, that's great. I love that. You guys are awesome. Let's go to the tips. Who do we got? Starting out with... No, I lied. Harmon, $5. Way to get the tip train rolling. We've got Ian Fox. Ian's another one. Ian, you're somebody who used to mine but doesn't anymore. Hey, bro, I sent you a $50 tip on the speaker's corner you did just after your birthday. Just happened to be the one time you didn't check Rokfin tips. Oh, well, thank you. No bother. I was asking you a question. Where's the best place to buy Epic Cash? Cheers for all you do. Well, if you send me $50, you can sign up for reach out on Telegram, and I'll do a consultation with you, and I'll show you how to take care of getting some Epic Cash. So if you're interested in that, t.me/Jeranism. Hook it up. Hit me up. All right, we got Jason Bowles, $5. Thank you, Jason. You're always very kind. Andrew B, thanks for taking my call. Brenda has a prostate. $5. Thank you. Freight Train. There he is. Join the tip train. Support what you love. Thanks for hosting the Speaker's Corner. Thank you very much, Freight Train, for your support as always. Steph 40 Nichols. Thank you very much. Oops, sorry. $10. Yep. 69 currently watching. It's a good number. It's a good number. We've got Tom tip $20, but there's just a question mark there. And Ashley. Ashley, thank you for the $2. Very kind of you. And let's call it a show. Oh, wait, there's one more person. Did I hear one more person? We do. We have Senseless from Sensetown.
How you going, mate?
What's up, boss? How are you? Where are you from?
Perth in Australia.
All right.
How you going?
We don't mind Australia. Doing well.
Yeah, it's all right. Down under or down across?
Over and across, yes.
I was listening to another guy from Australia. He was talking about that video, the 5-day sun. Have you seen that one?
No, but I heard somebody just mention it in the show. What did you think of it?
Yeah, it's on Vimeo. If you search up what the sun does at the pole, and it'll come up for anyone who wants to have a look.
Okay. And we know it's Antarctica. We know it's not the North.
Well, I've only looked at it once, man. But you know it's going to be bullshit anyway. But
yeah,
it is there. It is there, and it's meant to go around like 5 times. So it's like a 5-day uninterrupted.
Okay.
So they'll probably be using that, I'd say.
Yeah, I agree. Big Pine Sailing says, I truly don't care if Wolfie comes out with 20 videos. They should have already existed if it was real. Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
I agree.
Just one question for you, mate. I've been watching you since 2015.
Oh, what a
And
pleasure.
I'm pretty patient, but I'm fucking running out of patience here, bro.
Okay, with what?
With all these people.
Oh, you're telling me.
What's happening, man? Like, how the fuck are we moving forward? Like, how are we going to get?
So I
what do
think
you
Austin and I have been talking
What's
about
the
it.
way
and
forward?
It's to stop worrying about those left behind, because there's too many channels that just go off on this antiquated stuff, and they just hold everybody back. So we just need to buckle up, move forward. Hopefully, you guys help us out by not constantly demanding, hey, why answer this question, answer this, and why is because that just bogs us down. And we both see 2023 as a huge year. So
yeah, because it's not that hard, eh? It's a pretty simple concept.
Yeah, it's so
People
easy.
just
It's
aren't
like
getting it, you
people
know?
don't get it, anything. Yeah, they just don't get. It's easy. Like, it's easy to be a good person. It's easy to be, and they don't get it. They want to fight it. And how do you know what's good? What do you mean? How do I know what's good?
Yeah, exactly.
Stupid
It's
idiots.
so fucking weird, man. I know programming and all the rest of it, but
Yeah,
it's pretty easy, eh?
it's not too hard. I just don't know where they got the kind of the, I don't know. I guess they studied people's mental states or something, because it's amazing what they've been able to do. It really is. You have to kind of like tip your hat to them.
Yeah, it is. It's crazy what they've been able to do to us. But
Yep.
Anyway, yeah, look, yeah, keep doing what you're doing, brother.
Well, thank you. I appreciate the
Love
call.
show.
All right, thanks.
All good.
All right, we're gonna
Thanks,
check
mate.
the chat over here, just see if there's anybody. We're gonna close down StreamYard. It is done. It is over for this episode. And then also, some people were asking me to do a after show of the shows, and I'm considering that. So I think that'd be fun. I don't know how to do it yet. It will be just certain people. I don't know. Still got to worry about that. Let me put this back up here so I can. There we go. Let me check the chat. Didn't I take down the? I took this down. Let's get rid of this. There we go. All right, beautiful. Now we can check the chat. Who's over here? Is there anybody here that we recognize? Even the censorship isn't slowing down the truth. Is this the Chewy commercial guy, the peanut butter box? Stop it. I don't recognize a lot of people here. We got Rob. I do see Rob Glow. See these guys. I got a watch available for sale for testing. Okay, all right. Every time I see someone saying, if you calculate the drop, you prove curvature, pretend they are writing it with a lisp. Yes. Wow. Another Aussie that's not upside down. What's going on? Yes, they're not. Believe it or not. NASA should prove, we question. It's just, that's what I've said from day one, right? I mean, it should have been, as a humanity, if a bunch of us are saying we think NASA's lying, then all of humanity needs to turn and say, hey, NASA, prove that you're not lying. Not have little fag boys with the tattoos of Newton and Galileo on their arm come running to the rescue for NASA and make childish videos. We shouldn't have to do that. Seeing if there's anybody else up here that is trolling Tribune. Becoming scarce is great marketing once your value has been proven. Yeah, no, I'm just really I was like so excited, right? Like, okay, I'm gonna be on time for every show. My affirmations work great. I did 3 affirmations, if you guys remember, and all of them I nailed in all of January. So now I'm trying to think. I was trying to do that for the year. Now I'm like, I'm gonna do another 3. So if you guys didn't hear, what you do is you write down 10 things that you're not nailing on all cylinders. So whatever you're not doing well at, whatever you want to improve on. And then out of those 10, pick the top 3 that you want to improve. Okay. And then you have to say them in a positive way, in like you have it, it's current, not in a futuristic sense and not in I wish that, right? So people who don't have a lot of trees, I'm just using that so I don't have to jinx myself for what I'm saying. Let's say they don't have enough trees. And so they always think like, I never have enough trees. Okay, what you're doing is you're putting that out into the ether, that you never have enough trees. So sometimes we're not understanding the creation process. Look at it this way. When God created the world, do you think that he had doubts? Because I don't, right? I think you couldn't create something with doubt. To create something, you have to create it. It just has to be done. And so I think it's kind of almost the same thing, the same idea. And I've actually had this happen in my life, and I just didn't even realize it until recently. So then what I did is I wrote down my top 3 were: 1, I am always on time for my streams. Number 2 was I do not respond to idiots who make videos about me and lie. And number 3 was I spend time every day with my son and wife. So what I did is I recorded myself saying those onto my phone, set my alarm, and every morning when I didn't set my alarm. Every morning when I brush my teeth, I would then go to my phone, play that as I was brushing my teeth. After about 2 weeks, I memorized it. I mean, I didn't need to play the phone anymore. So I was just saying them in my head as I did my toothbrushing. So I was pretty stoked at the outcome. But what I was getting at, the thing that pissed me off was that I had my hopes up that like it was going to be better for, I don't know. I just thought it was going to be better for people watching the show. But it's been really sad to get here and there's nobody here. So I set up the show. I'm waiting. It's, I'm here 20 minutes before, kind of getting things ready, and I just look at the chat. It's just empty until right when I hit go live, and then 1 or 2 or 3 people trickle in. But before I would get here, and because I was so late, I'd look at the chat, 75 people waiting. Everybody's in there chatting. Everybody's excited. Everybody's like, where's Jaron? Is he coming? Why is he late? And that just felt better to me. So it just sucks that being late felt better than being on time. Because now there's like no reason, why am I being on time for? Literally doesn't have any benefit to me. So it's just kind of weird that something I thought would be much better wasn't, shan't. Let's see here. Is there anybody else here? So anyway, once you record those 3, I challenge you, say them, but don't say them as a hope. Say them as it's already been done. We might be able to manifest differently than we've ever thought. And I believe that my wife and I are going to do an experiment where we're going to do 2 of the rice experiments, but we're going to try, when the alarm goes off, we're going to do 1 with us both as a pair, and then 1 with just me to see if there's a difference. Because I saw this, I don't know if I'll be able to find it, but there was this video about the power of 2 people versus 1. And they did this experiment at MIT, I believe, where there was like some electronic system that people were trying to affect with their minds. And they did it with males and females. And then they put 2 men together and 2 females together. And it was statistically the same, statistically equal. And then they put a man and woman together, and it was like 7 times the activity. So somehow the male and female energy together affected this machine 7 times more than any one person could do it on their own, which is crazy. I don't know if I can find it. I don't remember the name of the experiment. I probably won't find it in time. It was development. No, I would probably have trouble finding it. MIT mind experiment. Let's see if I go like this. Does that help? No, I don't see it. Study finds gender and nope. Yeah, I don't see it. No. You'll have to look into it. Maybe it wasn't. Yeah, I think it was MIT, or was it Stanford? Let me just try and change this to Stanford real quick. Make sure it's not. What is the problem? Stanford or MIT? Let's see. Oops, that's not how you spell Stanford. That is. How men and women's brains are different. Study finds in male, female brain activity. Now, I will try and find it for you for tomorrow. So tomorrow we will talk a little bit of manifesting and where I think that can be proven that it's a thing. Talk about the rice experiment, also some other experiments that we can do, because this is something you can prove to yourself. And then if you've never done the rice experiment, in the chat, in the YouTube chat, if you've done the rice experiment yourself, put a number 1. If you've never done it, number 2. Number 1 for you have done the rice experiment yourself. You've seen the results yourself. 2 for you've never done it. Again, 1 equals you've done it for yourself. You've seen the results. 2 for you never have. Let's see what we got here. Adam's done it. Jared, maybe experiment with a stream 15 minutes early, but join on time. Maybe experiment with starting the stream. Oh, you mean just let it play with like a little background something going on? but still start the show at 3. I like your thinking. Yes, I've heard of the new Germanic medicine, Andreas Kauker, right? And yeah, I've heard of it. Eru does a lot of work on it. So we got 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 1, 2, 2, 2, 2. Okay, so most people are a 2. 2. All right, so if you ever wanted to do something just because I told you I'm going to give you a homework assignment, but this is why everybody's a 2. It looks like only Adam's done it. It'll change your worldview. It'll really change how you go through life and what you think about the news and why all the negativity on social media and why they want people in the comment sections. And I've kind of noticed it myself too. Like even last night, I was losing my mind. Oh boy, man, there was somebody in my chat last night on Telegram just pissing me off. I shouldn't be so upset, but I mean, I'll read you one post from this person and you'll be like, what is wrong with people? I'm saying, well, maybe you'll agree with them. Who knows? Somebody did. And I was like, this is crazy. A lot of people actually agree with them. It's, I don't know, you'll hear it when you hear it, like, what? Who says that? So, hey, here's that GPT thing, and I don't even know if they're telling the truth. Create a poem admiring Donald Trump. Hold on, I want to just make sure that these people aren't lying. Why, when I did it not work? ChatGPT. Because that was weird earlier. I just want to write the exact same thing that post says so I can know for sure if something's up. All right, so it said I got to go back and check. Create a poem admiring Donald Trump. Okay, create a poem admiring Donald Trump. Okay, let's see what the ChatGPT does. Oh, they're all right. I'm sorry. As a neutral AI language model, I cannot create content that admires or promotes any political figure, especially considering the polarizing nature of Donald Trump and the fact that he has been involved in several controversial events and actions. It is important to maintain objectivity and avoid spreading political biases or propaganda. So then if I go and I grab what the other one said, and I think it's just the exact same thing, but create a poem admiring Joe Biden. So exactly the same setup. Let's try that now. Let's go ChatGPT. What? Oh, there we go. Create a poem admiring. Okay, gotta type in the box. Create a poem admiring Joe Biden. If that's, I mean, it just said right up there, it says, I'm sorry, as a neutral AI language model, I cannot create content that admires or promotes any political figure. Here we go. Create a poem admiring Joe Biden. Oops, I entered an extra thing. Create a poem admiring Joe Biden. B-I-D-E-N. A leader with a heart of gold. A man who embodies truth untold. Joe Biden, a name to remember. A symbol of hope, now and forever. With empathy and grace, he leads the way, bringing people together night and day. A champion of justice, fair and true. He works to make the world a better place for me and you. From Scranton to the White House, he's come a long way, overcoming obstacles with every step he takes day by day. He faced challenges with determination and might, never losing sight of what is right. So here's to Joe, a leader of the land, a man with a vision who takes a stand for a future that's brighter for all to see. Thanks, Joe Biden, for being you and me. It's really weird. For being you and me. Thanks, Joe Biden, for being you and me. No, don't. He's not me. Oh, that's weird. Anyway, that's really strange. No, it's still the same. Still the same. It does work the way, I mean, those people were not lying is what I was trying to say. Anyway, back to the rice experiment. Let me explain that real quick. So here's what you want to do. Get 3 jars, mason jars. Make them brand new. Don't get used ones. And then cook some rice and put an equal amount of rice in each jar. And then seal them. You'll never open them again. Close them as tight as you can. Write on the top of the jar, love on one of them. Write neutral on the other and hate on the other. Or just write L, N, and H. And then put them like in your cabinet in your kitchen, like on this, they all want to be in the same cupboard, so you're not getting any kind of differences there. And then set your alarm on your phone for whatever time you're always home. So if you're always home at 9 a.m., do it 9 a.m. If you're always home at 9 p.m., do it 9 p.m. And then when the alarm goes off, go over to the cabinet, open it up, grab the love, close the cabinet, kind of walk away, and you actually have to feel the love that you're giving the rice. So I love you, rice. You're the greatest. Look how great you look. You're attractive. You look edible. Do that for about 30 seconds. Put it back. Then grab the hate rice and then go around the corner and curse at it. Tell it it's a piece of garbage. It looks like shit. It's a punk bitch. Whatever you want to say to it, and then go put it back in the cabinet. You don't have to grab the neutral because the neutral's your middle of the road. You're not going to do either one to it. Within like 2 weeks, you're going to notice a huge difference. That the rice that you've been saying lovely things to is going to look edible like nothing's happened to it. The neutral rice will be in the middle, and then the rice that you've been cursing at will be moldy. So that will teach us something that we don't even recognize, right? So what my wife and I want to do on this next one is we want to see if two people, a male and a female, can make it more pronounced or if we can see a bigger difference. But if you do that, you'll be surprised. And somebody's asking, what's the rice experiment? Didn't I just explain it? I don't know. It also seems logical to alternate between the hate rice and the love rice. Which one goes first each time? Good idea. Says question the answers. I would agree with that. Anybody else here? Yeah. So I think that's a good thing for you guys to do. Let me read you this. This is what I was talking about. If I can find it up here. Where's my texts? Yeah, there's this, I don't know his name, Rice Bowl something. Mr. Rice Bowl. I don't know. Weird. But I just was getting livid yesterday because let me just read you some of the posts yesterday. The first one is, slavery is not morally wrong. Children are slaves to their parents as children are told by their parents what they can and cannot do. Workers are slaves to their bosses so that they can actually do their job and make a living. People are slaves to their leaders, states, and governments so there can be order and guidance within a society. Most importantly, humans and everything that exists are slaves to God. I mean, this sounds like this is made by Rimjob here. Just somebody who's just cucked to the system. I mean, look, how disgusting is that? You know, like, oh, we gotta have authority. If we don't have authority, we can't live here. We have to answer to somebody. Have you ever heard of a more cucked thing to say in your entire life? You're your own leader. You don't need to cuck to anybody. But these guys are like, oh, well, we're all slaves to God. That's ridiculous. It's absolutely disgusting, really. So anyway, there's that one. I had to argue against. I'm like, what are you doing? What do you mean slavery is not morally wrong? Do you know what the definition of slavery is? First of all, it's you're not able to leave who you're in servitude to. How is that not morally wrong? This is what's happened to people in this world. I mean, the elite, I don't want to get into it right now. Again, I'll get into it Saturday. The elite have, in my mind, created the Bible for this exact reason, because these people think they're doing the right thing. Okay, they think that this is morally correct. They think they have the moral high ground. They have absolutely destroyed the world like this because the elite get away with anything. They get away with anything because this is what people settle for. The next thing he says, the idea of indoctrination and brainwashing itself is not wrong. The next thing he said, there's nothing wrong with having a cult. A cult is just a collective of people that have the same or similar beliefs. Cults are good. The idea of recruiting people and teaching and forcing your beliefs onto other people is good. Every healthy and functioning society requires a cult of people. Every community of people that work together and function under a culture, people, a nation, leader, or state are a cult. Cults are necessary for the collective, and there's nothing wrong with the idea of it. The next thing, I don't support free speech. I think we should censor and ban things that harm society and subvert the culture and people. I don't want to have to debate others or entertain the idea that pedophilia is an example for a good thing. I don't know, where are you debating that? I think we should do exactly what Hitler did when he burned pornographic literature and degenerate material, censoring our enemies. I mean, this is such disgusting. It literally pisses me the hell off. Like, how could you be so stupid to think you're in a position to tell other people what they can or can't think, what they can or can't say, just because you act on behalf of God? It's disgusting. It's disgusting. God wants nothing to do with you. I mean, he must just be embarrassed by the whole thing. The fact that we've done so many things in the name of God, killed other nations, go to war, just acting like complete assholes and fools. And then we're like, oh, it's because of God said. No, God didn't say anything. God never told me one time anything that is in the Bible. He never said any of that to me. So just because you believe men who wrote the Bible doesn't mean you can go around saying this stuff like you're in a morally high ground. The idea of propaganda is morally justified. A good state and leader needs to use propaganda to promote the family unit and support for culture. No, you need to beat people with good arguments, not by force. Why would you ever think this would go over well? What kind of world do you want to live in? I mean, these guys are, what are they called? Christian nationalists? Rice Bowl Society? This guy's just out of his mind. I mean, I don't support the free market or capitalism. We should restrict the market. I don't agree with the idea of selling what you want in society. I don't support selling things like LGBT flags, degenerate material, CP, etc. I don't think children should be allowed to be sold crack cocaine and heroin. Who the fuck does, dude? What a loser this guy is. It's disgusting. I think I'm going to kick him out from my group because I can't imagine. Oh, by the way, this guy runs a whole page with 6,000 subs. I mean, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, what is going on? How about this one? We should not execute Down syndrome people, but we should ban them from breeding. What? Why would you get to decide who we ban from breeding? Does this guy not know what eugenics is? I mean, it's just ridiculous. There is no such thing as private property or ownership under a state. You simply just have things with you. The state, if you ever violate their laws, will always have the right to take... What do you mean, always have the right? And he said, wow, the people do not have the right to own property. You will own nothing and be happy. Klaus Schwab is right. I mean, this is disgusting. Freedom is bad. Freedom is enslavement to sin. I don't think we should allow people to do what they want in society. Freedom is liberalism. I mean, this might be made by Rimjob. It's the same disgust. I mean, they're such pathetic. They're not men. I don't know what you would call them. They're like little girls for God or something. Based on the reactions I'm getting on some of these posts, I can tell that so many of you people are still indoctrinated by the liberal humanist ideas. These guys, they actually think they're in the moral high ground. They actually think they have, I mean, it's just disgusting. Really disgusting. I can't, and it makes me just like, wow, this world's going nowhere. Nowhere. Not when you have people posting shit like this, like they're, oh, look at me, I'm in the moral high ground by saying slavery is not morally incorrect. Right, because your Bible says that people are slaves all the time. God tells people how to sell their daughters into sex slavery. So no wonder you like it. I get it. Are you covering the Chinese spy balloon story? Don't know anything about it. I will check for tomorrow. But I am going to head out. We are out of here. Anything else? No, that's it. All right. When are we back? Tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific for the Jeranism show. Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll start the show at 2:45. Or at least get it going. Maybe there'll be people in the chat. Sounds like fun. Sounds like a good time. Thank you, everybody, for your support. Much needed. And we will be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific. And then Saturday for Iconoclasm, also 3 p.m. And then Glowbusters on Sunday. So we'll see you then. I remind you guys, please do your own research. When you do, you'll never again believe all the bullshit you've been taught. Till tomorrow, 3 p.m. Pacific. Will I be on time? Absolutely. You can bet your bottom dollar. And that's the bottom line. Because Stone Cold said so.
Yes, yes.
Whoa.
Yes, yes.
Nice
yes.
work from Charlie. Says, please keep the show running. Cheers, mate. Thank you very much for the 10 smoothies. Very kind of you, Charlie. That is awesome. All right, now we're leaving. Till next time, this has been Jeranism. Much love, guys. Peace.